Yeah, I'm going to pull up the entrance as well just so I can have their list.
Judge.
All right. Our players have just finished turn 0, which I happened to watch. So this is a pretty crazy turn 0. What ended up happening is both of these players put out their primary, secondaries, and advantages, and they proceeded to pass 3 times in a row until Cooper decided to seize blue player and select board edge. We have Steven, our head judge, just making some adjustments to the board here as POIs come out just to make sure everything can be somewhere stable, somewhere flat, make sure everything is squared away as far as our objective is concerned. But it is going to be contact with, I believe, destroy the base. Destroy enemy base.
All right, and it did look like they did flip sides, so...
Yes,
there.
Cooper did select blue player and has rotated to the bottom of the screen here. Matthew going to be on the top.
There he goes.
FR. Also, shout out to my boy Keelik. Sorry for spelling your name on the stream wrong, dude. We love you.
All right, so let's see if they're setting up for contact. I did. We can. That button. All right, there we go.
So this is the wild one. This
Yeah.
is kind of the one that has me excited. I don't know, prepared positions, infiltrate, right? There's some juice. There's some juice here. There's some cool things that can be done.
Yeah. So, starting with, let's start with blue player. Why not? Let's check out Cooper's list. So we have, it is Rebel Alliance with Lando Cassian and a Rebel officer. Then some Han Solo. Let's see, Han Solo Reluctant
That's
Hero. Is
Haunton.
that's
Yeah, that's Haunton.
Okay.
Yeah, so we got Lando Haunton, which
Lando
is
Haunton,
pretty
nice.
sweet.
And-
And actually, so check this out. Cooper brought Unseen Saboteur. I think people have been sleeping on this upgrade. This is the one that gives an operative, I think it's either infiltrate or prepared positions, right? I think that's going to be a big part of Cooper's strategy here. I think that's why he was as comfortable as he was going for contact here.
Oh yeah.
Right, I think a lot of people have been making great use of the other Rebel agent setups, the more aggressive ones, right? The one with, what is it? The one that increases their critical value by the. They're so different.
Yeah. There's a lot to keep
They're
track
very
of.
different. But so, I mean, this is the one we see the least, and I personally think it's got a huge, super high ceiling on it, right? Like we're gonna see. Yeah, we're gonna see oh, it has to be a non-commander, non-allied unit get prepared position. Yeah, so I think we're gonna see great use of that here on contact. That's pretty exciting. Makes you wonder what Cooper's gonna want to drop over there with his agent.
Yeah. So that Unseen Saboteur, prepared positions, low profile, and another unit gets prepared positions. That is very interesting.
Yeah, right.
Particularly for contact, because if he wanted to, he's got that the classic Cassian fleet double stuffed that he could just throw out a Cassian fleet double stuffed very far up the board.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the pick.
And also, I think he's got a really nice building in the center there. So his blue deployment that you can see is right behind this whole building. He's got all of this in pretty safe line of sight blocking from that building, and he can just plop a Cassian fleet squad down and then threaten that basically immediately.
Yeah, I'm super interested to see how this objective plays. I've actually yet to play this one. Basically, it kind of seems like unless you have prepared positions or infiltrate, you're kind of just going to be playing for the center of the board. Cooper's actually, both players may have a bit of a hard time doing that super safely, just based on where those buildings are placed at the top and bottom deployments there. In order to capitalize on the furthest reach that their deployment goes to, they're going to need to either expose themselves on that building or choose a route that goes around that's going to slow them down. I'll be super interested to see how our players handle that.
Yeah.
Matthew, of course, is running the most recent menacing addition to Legion, which is Gregory on a wheel bike.
Right. Yes. Oh, we didn't talk about his. So
Yeah.
Matthew's list. Let's pull that up here.
Is the stream up on here? Okay. I'll just post the list in here.
Yeah, Matthew's list. We are looking at classic, Kalani with all of Kalani's fun tricks, giving out all the free stuff that Kalani does. Then we've got. Oh, we have a General Grievous and a Maul. That is a combination that I haven't seen yet.
This is super cool, dude. I'm so excited to see Maul.
So the command structure is Kalani, Grievous on the wheel bike, Sunfac, Maul. We've also got some Geonosian Warriors, some B1 battle droids, the Maul Sith probe droids, some droid commandos. Ooh, this is fun. We've got a BX series commandos with Asajj in the unit.
Yeah, Matthew's got a whole salad here. This is just a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
I'll be super interested to see how this goes. Double ion spiders as well, and then one with a flamer. So a little bit of crowd control there, a little bit of a hedge against armor. This is super cool list. We got one strike team. Yeah, this is just Matthew just came through with the grinder, sprinkled a little bit of everything on here.
Oh, here let's. Oh, I didn't get the. Oh, hold on. Let's update. I don't think these secondaries are correct. They've set them up.
Oh, it's retrieved the data.
Yeah, we're just getting an update on the primaries, the secondaries. All right, there we have. So, Cooper with his rebels have cunning deployment, and then Matthew has armored assault.
Why can't we post our lists? All right, so here we go. Our players have got the POIs in place, got deployments laid out, and now are just talking through where our secondaries are going to end up for this match.
All right, retrieve the data, one of the newer ones.
Yeah, this one's cool. So basically, it cuts into your action economy to score this secondary, right? So every unit, including vehicles, which we'll definitely see be relevant in this matchup, I believe, gains the action data recovery. When they do this, you place a suppression token on the secondary, and when there are two suppression tokens on a secondary, it becomes scoreable. You score a secondary by securing it during the end phase, so there's a little bit of a dance you want to do with your opponent here, where you're a little bit disincentivized to put the suppression on an objective that your opponent might be able to come in and steal from you, because it'd feel really bad to spend actions to help your opponent score. So with all these fast movers in this matchup, there's going to be some interesting things happening here.
That's some. Are those? Is that where they put them? Just gonna... Yeah, that seems like an interesting place to put those retrieve the data things on Cooper's side.
Yeah, I kind of like what Matthew's doing, right? I mean, the restriction, the restriction is being from range 2 from the edge, so you can actually see Matthew's got one in his deployment, which like I think is a slam dunk. Like That's a
I've played
super
this-
solid position.
Yeah, I've played this combination, and it entirely works to just put. I think it's actually one of the more boring combinations potentially, because you can just put, honestly, both of the secondaries so far on your side of the board that it doesn't really, like, it's not really contestable.
Yeah, I agree. As long as you have thumbs to be back there and doing it, right? I think the finesse with this objective comes from the necessity to use an action to not even score it, but just even get the opportunity to do that, right? To put that suppression on there. Right? I think that makes it a little bit. It shifts the risk-reward paradigm a little bit when it comes to, all right, if I have an opponent closing in on this and I have all my objectives centralized, is my opponent, am I actually going to end up scoring this, or am I just going to put suppression on this and have somebody come in and steal it? I think both of our players are honestly set up to do that pretty well. Again, we'll just run through the list here. Cooper's running Lando with Seize the Initiative, a Rebel Officer with Proven Tactician and Improvised Orders, Haunton with Tenacity, the Rebel Agent with Unseen Saboteur and the Blaster Pistol, the Beefy Fleet Squad with Cassian, Emergency Stims, and the Scattergun, 3 Astromechs on Rebel Troopers, 2 squads of Ewok Slingers, and 2 X-34s with HQ Uplink and the Unstable Astromech setup with the Ion Blaster and Rocket Gunners. Those things are an absolute menace, dude. That's basically what's going to give Cooper's list purchase.
Well, that just means that Wheelbike Grievous is going to have a much harder time doing what he wants to do.
It's not often that Grievous isn't at the top of the food chain, but this is one of the few matchups where he isn't. He's going to have to not die, because those things, if they get line of sight on him, are going to make him regret every decision he's ever made. Right.
We have prepared positions going out, and yeah, it is Cassian and that agent. That agent has deployed very far forward.
I think that's actually Cassian. Oh, yeah, no, that's Cassian.
Cassian down,
and he's leading the fleets there, yeah.
So Cassian is down here, on the bottom here, but it looks like the agent has gone all the way up here.
Oh my goodness! I did not even see homie in the corner. What are you doing, dog? What are you doing up there, dog?
Is he in for this world?
Oh, what are you doing up there, dog? We'll see. Oh no. We'll see. Maybe Cooper's got a plan. I don't know what it is. So definitely being conservative with that Cassian fleet, right? That's going to be one of the strongest tools Cooper has for late game. All right, we got command cards.
It is.
We have See You in Hell from Cooper and Standing Orders from Matthew Frank.
So they both have 13 units, but that See You in Hell is going to give Cooper the activation advantage.
Yeah, that's the one that gives Haunton Unstoppable. That, of course,
allows
previously being the signature keyword of the Dark Troopers, enabling 2 activations. So Cooper's going to go ahead and drop a second operative token in his pile here and start making moves. Han Solo, of course, does gain Unconcerned with the card as well, so eschewing cover for the rest of the match, because the card and all of its effects are indeed permanent.
But there is good amount of line of sight blocking to protect Han on the approach.
That center POI is just in the middle of a desert, dude. I don't know, like, getting onto that POI and using it for cover is basically the only option for scoring it if you're not a vehicle. So I suspect we're going to end up seeing a lot of, like, these X-34s kind of end up in the middle, maybe even Grievous make a dive there.
Yeah, I'm surprised at how aggressive that agent is being and how conservative that Cassian is being.
Yeah, right. I was gonna say, like, why split the difference, right? Like, I think if you're gonna go all in, like, saturate and have one of the two things get in. Cooper might know something we don't. Matt's a local. Matt's been playing with 5280. Like I mentioned earlier, he's been playing up in the North crowd, been getting the reps in. Homie has been grinding. Cooper's from out of state, came in from Kansas, showing us what's what.
Doing quite well.
Yeah, the beast from the east. So here we go. We actually see a squad coming out here. I assume that's a Rebel Trooper with Astromech. Cooper just burning some of his activations here, taking conservative positions, getting set up here. Those Astromechs, of course, here to help offset that hedge of the unstable Astromech on the X-34s that can end up damaging themselves after that second attack or move.
It is interesting to see because usually you don't expect, after the Alpha Strike, you usually don't expect the land speeders to stay around, actually stay alive for very long.
Those land speeders hit that price point, right, where it's just kind of like, all right, they did the thing.
Right.
Do I care if they die?
They killed a 150-point unit. They made their points. They're dead. So not a lot of people bother bringing Astromechs to try to keep them alive.
Yeah, so that's super interesting. Cooper staying invested, trying to represent some tech here. We'll see how it works out.
And he brought 3 of them, so if he can manage it, he's got 6 extra health to, 6 times that he can repair those land speeders.
Which, let's be clear, will be a problem.
It's an entire other land speeder.
It will be a problem if they're allowed to go unchecked.
So I'm...
Looks like a second squad of Rebel troops coming out here, just piling onto that secondary and immediately throwing a suppression token on it.
I'd be interested to get your opinion, but you know what play I've actually thinking is fun in this setup where you have Han versus Grievous. If you have it, change of plans turn 1 to deny them the standing orders.
I mean, I don't hate it. I feel like that's a classic. That's a Han classic into the droid matchup. Just kind of be like, hey, man.
Particularly against Grievous, to force Grievous to come out sooner than he wanted to.
Yeah, that's true. And you know what? Order control is much more of a premium now for droids. In my match against Kyle yesterday, he was a great player. I ended up bringing a comms jammer, and it caused some big problems for him. So I think there are definitely some harder. The decision tree has branched a little bit for our droid players recently.
Yeah. So I do think, based on the terrain, Cooper is going to have an easier time threatening that middle point, but Matthew's terrain is more favorable for the far left,
the flank objectives. That's
what I was
going to say.
Matthew's going to have a much easier time getting this one.
Yeah, that's a stronger position. 100%, I agree with that.
Just hide in the alleyway.
Yeah, just lunge out with like a B1 squad or something like that. Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah. Or the Geonosians. The Geonosians are great to go get.
Yeah, true that. I was about to say, Sun Fac is going to be a predator on this table, dude. Death from above is easily going to be achieved.
Yeah, post up on...
Yeah. And you know what? I counted Sunny out in melee yesterday, too. Sunny's got Pierce in melee, and with, even when he's suppressed, the free jump means he can still get one move and then attack. Sun Fac is pretty cool, man. So Matt undoubtedly using Kalani's direct to achieve some amount of order control here. Primarily on units like Grievous and the BX commando droids that are upgraded with Asajj. Those guys are a menace. All right, here we go. Looks like we do indeed have a squad of Geos coming out here. Matt using them pretty much exactly as you predicted, Xander, just flying out here, being thumbs on the objective. They're great for that. So they're gonna get their free jump, move, and then throw suppression on that data node. Yeah, I'm the way bigger fan of where Matt has got his secondaries. Dude, that one in the middle there for Cooper, that is in no man's land. That's going to be very difficult to score safely. Here we go. We see, I think Cooper is sort of recognizing that, hugging this wall for his dear life with these rebels. I can't imagine he is feeling great about where he's put that secondary at this point.
Yeah, he's blue player, meaning that he
chose this table side. Yeah.
He chose. Well, I don't disagree with the table side. My question is, since he's blue and he had to put out his secondaries first, I wonder if he didn't realize, if he realized that he could put them inside his deployment zone.
Yeah, 100%. It seems like maybe Cooper not super familiar with this secondary.
Possibly that's my best thought. This is a brand new secondary.
Yeah, 100%. This is from the new pack that just released. All right, here we go. We have our first spider coming out.
So it does not surprise me that even in our very good players don't quite know all of the minutiae of the rules. We learned some rules ourselves yesterday on stream.
There's some cool things happening with these secondaries, y'all.
That's what happens when you have a large tournament 2 weeks after a major points update, and not very long after a lot of new objectives drop too. There's a lot to keep track of. And we do see, that's a sniper position up there on that building overlooking the central square.
Matt dropped his BX strike team right there. They're retaining their incognito, which I think is a great call for turn 1. I don't think you want to break that too early. I think if you can help it, you want to keep that intact.
Yeah, I was talking with Dustin, who's really enjoying his strike teams, and he was saying that you just kind of have to play them incredibly cagey and incredibly conservatively, because the later the game goes, the stronger they get.
Yeah, I think that was true of old strike teams as well, except they were just like completely disincentivized from engaging with the objective element of the game, whereas I think incognito adds an element to the strike team that makes them a little bit more interesting in terms of their how you execute the strategies you want to try to achieve with them. Some very interesting things going on with strike teams.
Mm-hmm. Like, I'm looking at them and just like maybe add on a spotter scope to them, and just for the first couple rounds, the binoculars specifically, first couple rounds, just have them not even attack, just hand out aims, and then in the latter half of the game, drop that incognito and show their might.
I'm a fan of that, dog. I'm a fan of that tech.
It's not something I've gotten on the board yet.
Yeah, me neither. Honestly, I think Vipers are kind of just doing that for me. Like, that I don't feel like I need spotter strike teams, where like Vipers get to basically put out the observes without any cost to their action economy because it's a free action. I'm really enjoying that. Vipers, yeah. I slept on Vipers. They're pretty good.
Yeah, well, where's Drew with his 6 Viper list?
Drew, I don't want to talk about Drew's list. It was 16 activation Tempest, including 6 Viper droids. So
and 6 Special Forces
and
units.
6 Scouts with Saboteurs.
He had a total of 12 Special Forces units?
Yeah.
16 acts and 12 of them were Special Forces. How is that legal?
I don't want to talk about it. So I assume that spider we're seeing is probably the flamer one, just based on its positioning and knowing that the X-34s have yet to come out. And Matthew will definitely be looking to capitalize on that ion.
So, what's surprising me is the sniper takes an early shot.
Really? Are we seeing dice?
Yeah, we saw that. Looks like that sniper activated and peeled off a couple of the rebels in that area. I've been having some weirdnesses with the dice game. You see what's happening? Okay, we're going to try to fix that.
Sorry about that, y'all. Dice cam was offline.
Yeah, it's the finikiest part of this whole setup. So, first blood goes to Matthew's sniper droids.
We see a standby from the Rebel agent in the top left corner. I don't love that, dude. I do not love that. I don't know if that's the move. He's well positioned to score that objective, but that's still a problem. That's still causing problems.
Yeah, that's a very lonely guy right there.
All right, first Ion Spider coming out. Gonna be lining up a shot on that same squad. Matt's got a good line there. Yeah, that's a great shot. I love that.
Two Spider Droids with attack protocols and the Ion Blaster, and then one with the defense protocols and the flamethrower, which is a really fun combination because you get the defense protocols to keep him alive as he charges in, and then because you don't need, when you're throwing that many dice, you don't need the attack protocols really, but just
yeah, precise doesn't do too much work for you. You just rely on the volume.
Right. But you need that defense protocol to keep you alive on your way in. It's a fun combination. If I were Matthew, prepared to drop that incognito on those snipers this early, I would have been tempted to go for that rebel agent who's just sitting there. Yeah, he's in cover. Yeah, he's got low profile, but
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I don't love that.
That doesn't matter when you have.
I think you're leaving value on the table there. Quite literally.
Looks like we've got some more rebels with their astromechs coming onto the field.
All right, if you're Cooper, who do you shoot with the X-34s right now? You pull an X-34, who do you shoot?
Well, let's see. I think there's a good.
Did you get these?
No, thank you. I think there is a very good argument for you relying on that range 4 of the rocket to try to clear off that sniper squad that's lost.
You like the sniper squad? Dude, I would shoot the spider. I don't know. I feel like the sniper squad can be cleaned up later. I would shoot the spider. That's interesting.
Yeah. See, the thing about what I like about shooting the sniper squad is it would be easier to keep the speeder a little bit safer this round 1, because if you pull him this early, then you don't want to push him out too far.
Yeah. True that.
And the other thing is it's more likely just early activation advantage is really helpful.
I'd be scared of that spider, dog.
Obviously, the spider is the biggest threat to the Cassian fleet squad. But he's kind of sitting on the far side of a fairly open field from the Cassian fleet squad, so I don't know if it's a huge threat to them at the moment. Yeah,
I don't know whose table this is.
Huh?
I don't know whose table this is.
It's another one of
Oh, is
Steve's.
it Steve's? Oh,
yeah.
This is another
So
one of Steve's table. Yeah,
yes.
Steve's table game is on point, y'all. This is Steve Sogo's table. The Ferrix table yesterday was his as well.
Mm-hmm.
Just a fantastic.
When we were looking at what tables to put on stream, there's a reason why we thought the two kind of coolest looking tables here belong to the same guy. I mean, there's a lot of other really good tables here.
See, this is what I'm talking about. I think it's too early for this. Cooper's trying to reach out and grab that secondary. I don't think it's time, dude.
The one fun play is you can push far out early and then pull Lando and guidance them back.
True that. Lando's in the yeah. He could cook with Lando.
Mm-hmm.
Could cook with Lando.
I've done that. That's a really fun with Cassian Fleet Squad. Is you push them out really aggressively, nuke something, and then have Lando leave one guy far enough that Lando is able to guidance them back into cover.
Could cook with Lando.
I do like Cooper's list. I might have to try it myself.
Yeah, it looks tight.
There are a lot of Rebel troopers that are kind of poking their noses out pretty far.
So, I mean, I think Cooper's feeling the pressure of, like, thinking that he needs to be on that objective there because he threw it out so far into no man's land. I think he's thinking, I got to score this early in GTFO. I think it's too early.
Yeah,
it's way too early for that.
Yeah, you can leave that.
Yeah, exactly, right? And I think he might be feeling a little bit of the heat there.
It looks like he's chosen your option.
Yeah.
Taking the rocket onto a spider.
Yeah, I like that. I would shoot that spider, dude. Here we go. Here's our attack roll. It looks kind of mid. I'm not going to lie. The spider, of course, looks like it was strategized onto. Going to be a dodge to spend here. Yeah.
And he's rolling on 4, it looks like, what he's got left. And 4 blinks. That is definitely a very good initial
That's what
shot
Cooper wants to see. That's what Cooper wants to see.
That spider droid. And he went with the ion droid, it looks like.
That is by far the most threatening. Oh, he's doing the astromech right now.
Oh.
He's not playing, dude. He ain't playing.
And he's picking up that
Yeah,
spider.
he's just,
wow.
yeah, dude.
That's nice. I did not expect.
That's crazy, dog.
I did not expect that he'd be able to pick up a spider droid right off the bat.
That astromech don't play, dude.
And it looks like he did take a wound for doing that, but he's got a lot of.
This is the
astromechs.
tech, right? This is the tech he's leaning into. So I suppose it's easier to get those repairs off early, and that's Cooper's strategy here.
Well, he's leaning into the range of that land speeder too. You know, so often what you do with those land speeders is you kind of rush them forward really far, and that's why they die pretty quickly. And I mean, it's still totally worth it. But here he's using them as a long-range turret.
Yeah, he's just going to try to get purchase with his list using the momentum he gets from the astromech and just go hard from there. But Matthew doing the most Kalani thing possible and literally just marching a second ion spider into the exact same position the first one died, which is amazing. A decent roll there from the ion cannon.
Yeah.
Looking for a conversion on the white die, doesn't get it. Matthew's looking for another aim to spend. He says, yeah, you know what? Kalani's got one, let's do it. Nothing. Ooh, the land speeder's cover takes a hit off there. That's lucky.
That's fair. Oh,
Oh
that's
my
a
God,
good
that's
save.
what you want to see. Cooper's dice are cooperating so far.
But he does take the ion.
He does take the ion. Ion can be removed by an astromech, but of course at the opportunity cost of not doing a wound.
I think Cooper has one ion unit, one astromech droid left to deploy. And at this point, I don't know. I think I favor taking the wound off over the ion.
I mean, when you have capacity 8, I don't think it matters. Or he has three of them. Yeah, when you have capacity 6, it doesn't matter. Yeah.
We still have Maul to see, and Maul does have burst of speed. And
Yeah, Maul is the X factor, dude. Like, Cooper's got an answer for everything except for Maul. And honestly, I think Maul is peak right now. I think the price drop Maul got puts him in a really sweet, like Goldilocks sort of position to kind of be super threatening to units that like cost way more than him, but also just kind of maraud his way through the cheap stuff. Maul's in a really interesting spot. Check this out. Matthew brought anger on Maul. That's sick, dude.
Oh, interesting. Does anger proc round one, like one during setup, like right away?
It's when he takes a wound, he gets an aim. So on the Juyo setup card, when Maul opts to take an aim, it just juices his dive a little bit more.
Oh, right, yeah. Sorry, I was thinking of Shadow Collective Maul that just immediately takes a wound at the start of the game.
Can you imagine?
And I'm like, oh, so you come onto the board with a free aim?
That'd be pretty sick.
Yeah.
But no, this Maul...
but obviously, tenacity, into the fray, anger, burst of speed.
Yeah, this Maul with only access to the double-bladed saber really wants the aims to shore up those white dice because, like I said, if you can make those dice a little bit more reliable, you can just put out a critical amount of hits that a lot of units really just can't resist, especially with Pierce in the picture.
It does look like Maul came out.
It's a pretty conservative deployment there for Maul.
I was wondering if he was used to have Maul just go murder the agent, but I want that agent to get murdered quickly.
Yeah, no, I imagine we saw a Phantom Menace divulge, so just taking advantage of the infiltrate and the safe position to like infiltrate onto the secondary, immediately drop a suppression on it. I love that. I honestly love that. Like Maul from day one was an objective playing piece, and now more than ever, Juyo has value there.
And it does look like he infiltrated Maul right onto that secondary and immediately did drop a suppression onto it. Or at least he got a suppression on it from somewhere.
Oh, Cooper's dice bailing on him for this second X-34 shot. Matt is happy about that. Oh my god. But here comes the second shot. Straight, just immediately using the Astromech again. Alright, we got some hits. We got some surges. Alright, Matt's rolling dice. Not a single save to be seen so far.
And that is going onto the Flamer.
Oh, look at that. That X-34 is taking 2 wounds, though, from the Unstable. That's not bad. Matthew doesn't hate that. Just because of a lack of order control, I can't imagine Cooper's going to be issuing orders to his Rebel Troopers with the Astromech. There's going to be a small window where these X-34s have these wound tokens on them, these self-inflicted wound tokens that Matthew might be able to capitalize. Like the Asajj BX, dude, they scout 3 these days. If they can make it out there and get roll a good shot, they just roll white dice, but Matthew's got tools to use here for sure. There's going to be a small window. I'm really excited to see if Matthew can execute.
Yeah, I'm going to have to pull up the Asajj BXs just to see what they do.
Asajj BXs are pretty good. Asajj has sidearm with the lightsaber, though, so she can't shoot, but she has a really fun melee effect.
Alright, yeah, so that is...
Kyle charged into me with Asajj and Sword BXs yesterday, and he was just like, dude, I'm going to roll 20 dice and you're going to die. Cool? Cool. Alright, so Maul's probes coming in, also infiltrating, just hanging out with Maul. Matthew's probably going to be using them for objective play. Man, it's been a while since I saw those things on the board.
Yeah, I've got some sitting nice painted at home, and they just sit there.
They don't do anything. They don't do anything.
Well, I can't take them in Shadow Collective.
That's rip, dude.
All right. Oh, he pulled a core and is choosing to push the Cassian fleets up.
See, okay, I think Matthew kind of loves this. Right, I think Matthew's trying to bait Cooper out here into the middle. Right, losing a spider sucks. But Cooper's got all of his infantry here, and like I'm not even like the only piece of cover out there that's usable for Cooper right now is the POI. Yeah. Right? Like that is a bad time, dude. Like even if you try to saturate your way through there, that Flamer Spider there has 3 wounds, self-destruct. Like there's so many unfortunate things that can happen to you between you and that objective I think
There
Cooper might
we
be
are.
jumping the gun here.
We do see Matthew scouting.
Oh, they're going for the agent, dude.
Scout
I love
three.
this so much. This is the move. Yeah, that's what I didn't love the standby there. Yeah, I think Cooper's going to regret this deployment pretty quickly.
Yep, taking a shot with
Yeah,
the range
right.
3 blasters.
Yeah, because they roll 2 white, right? You might just crit out. You might roll 5 crits and, like, sorry. Yep, just staying outside of range 2 here so as not to trigger the standby. Just getting a free shot. Matt trying to find value wherever he can here on turn 1. These commandos don't have the sword. I don't believe Matthew paid for the swords.
They
Just
have
the saboteur. So I imagine he'll be closing to range 1 and then...
It does have the swords.
Oh, they do have swords.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
They do have the swords and the Mine Saboteur.
That's a good setup. Oh my
Oh,
god, this is what
that's
I'm
some
talking
crits.
about. This is what I'm talking about. You can just roll crits, dude. Oh my god, that's terrifying.
They do surge to hit, so that's what, 3 crits?
That's
and
3 crits so far. So far. Cover takes 1 off. And, oh no, those are the crits. Looks like everything else missed. Yep.
No.
Oh, low profile took the hit. Yeah, so
Well, are they calling that heavy cover then? Okay, because it is sharpshooter 1.
must be heavy cover, yeah. All right. First wound on the agent there. Oh my god, that's so sick. He didn't even... That was his first action. Moving was his first action. Now he's like, all right, that was free. You don't have a standby. Now I'm going to go where I actually want to be. Good play.
Yeah. I'm wondering if we might see Wheelbite Grievous go over there as well, take a swipe of that agent on his way to just murderalizing
Dude,
the...
Greg knows where the speeders are. That's exactly what he needed. Like, I don't think a spider is worth, like, showing your hand, playing your hand. Like, I think Cooper overplayed his hand a little bit here.
Well, he didn't have the order control to prevent
Right?
it.
Yeah, that's
And
what I mean.
I think we saw him use his improvised orders earlier in the round.
It's so important to have order control on these sorts of units on turn
Right,
1
which
because
is-
now Matt can just maraud his way through whichever flank is weakest with Greg, and like that's going to be a problem, dude. Both of our players just doing a little bit of discussion here, talking through everybody's options, making sure they know what's going on. We need a judge.
Judge is on the phone. Where's the other judge?
Noah! Oh, we need a judge.
Getting a judge call in here?
Did you guys hear me yell for Noah there? Shout out to Noah.
Yeah, he's awesome. Running the
Noah's-
mostly focused on the
Yeah,
chaos doubles.
Noah's running doubles today, so he's a little distracted.
We're having it must be an interesting one. Steven's running over to his reference documents.
Yeah, our consular doing his due diligence here, making sure that we're getting the right call now that we've got top tables in play. Should I be deputized?
I'm actually wearing a judge shirt. I can agree. All right. So they are discussing. It's looking like they're discussing, as far as I can tell, whether or not it is legal to have. Looks like they're discussing.
Yeah, if the minis are range. And then it rounds up if it's different.
Looks like our table is discussing the appropriate placement of a Tauntaun and I think what they were looking at is trying to figure out whether or not they can deploy stuff below that speeder that's hanging out over the...
Oh, the umbrella effect.
Or, like, so we did see Haunton come out.
Okay, where did Haunton go?
Haunton is
Oh,
just
I see him.
moved
I
out.
see him. Yeah, it looks like Cooper left a
Right.
little pocket there for him. Okay, so yeah, maybe that's got to be Cooper's plan here, right? Spearhead his way through the middle with Haunton, breakthrough. You know what? Matthews decided to respond with Greg, not choosing to capitalize on a flank at all. Feeling confident going down the middle here. Dude, I don't know. I don't know, dude.
I'm not a fan of this. I'm not a huge fan
I
of
haven't
this play
played. I
either.
haven't played enough Greg, but I don't think he's durable enough for that, dog.
But we have to assume that Cooper's going to run change of plans next.
Because in anticipation of spin to win, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Because Grievous put himself in that threat range.
Right? I don't know. I haven't played enough Greg, dude. All I know is that I'm supposed to complain about him, so that's what I do, you know?
Oh, I've played literally I've played against nothing but him for the past 2 months. I'm sick of it.
See,
But
that's
we do
why
have-
I didn't play for the last 2 months.
All right, so we do have Han moving forward, and he's going to take a shot on those BX.
Oh my
Ooh.
god, you hate to see it, dude.
Yeah,
All right,
that's better.
That's a little better. That's what Han wants to see.
The Pierce is going to help. Gets the.
Oh my god, the cover.
So it's just the
That's
Pierce
awesome.
one.
That's awesome.
So
We're just getting
I
an
think they are
impervious check. I think they are. Yeah, I think they
Yeah,
are.
but he's going to have to roll 3
He's
dice.
rolling 3 because it's Pierce 2.
Right.
It's all right.
Oh,
Our players make a
that's-
small error there. That's okay. It's not our job to correct them. It's our players' job to maintain game state, not ours.
Unless Han's,
Unless Haunton has Pierce 1.
Han's, actually, yeah, I think Han.
Are we idiots?
Right. So Han's on the Tauntaun loses a Pierce. His only Pierce 1.
Yeah, sorry. Our data guy gave us the wrong info there. That's on them.
No, yeah,
Sorry.
my bad. Not
Yeah,
bad.
no, not even you. Yeah, no, we have a data guy. He's.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. He's a scrub. Yeah, no, that definitely wasn't us.
Right. It was just. Well, I mean, Han, not on a Taun, has Pierce 2.
It's true. So yeah, that's Han's second activation there, I believe.
Right, and
Yeah.
it was not very effective.
Well, a lack of relentless means that taking the shot is like, I don't know if a second move would have been better, but Cooper opting to try to remove a model from that small 2-man squad, I think subscribing to your train of thought there in terms of how beneficial removing that activation would be early.
And the odds were that he would.
He would.
do
The
something.
odds are that he wouldn't roll a blank on his red
Right.
dice.
Right.
Yeah, 100%.
So I think he played good odds, and then the odds said no.
Gee, that doesn't sound like Han Solo at all, dude.
But we're not supposed to tell him the odds, so
We don't talk about that.
yeah. It does feel like Matthew is letting Cooper get away with that really aggressive placement of
dude,
that agent.
Dude, you and I, that's what I'm saying. We're peas in a pod with that. We would have clipped that early, dude. Something like that.
Particularly
Maybe
after,
that tells us more about us than Matt. But yeah,
Right.
dude, maybe that was bait. But yeah, dude, I would have gone for that. No question.
Wheelback Grievous absolutely would have gone for
Yeah,
that.
dude, I would've said-
Particularly after Haunton committed to that spot.
Yeah, dude, I would have had Greg in there.
So now we are doing some reinforcement movements.
Yep, we got undoubtedly a divulge of Kalani's 3-pip, which grants reinforcements to 3 AI units. I think the Rebel officer grants reinforcements to core units within 1. I'm not sure if that's the setup. Yeah.
He didn't bring
What did
that.
Cooper bring? I think Proven Tactician is the one.
Oh yes.
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
you
I
got
think
the Rebel
Proven,
officer and the
Proven
Rebel
Tactician
agent,
is the
yes.
one that gives.
Yes.
So both players executing some reinforcement moves
Uh-huh.
here. Matthew opting for his spiders. He probably selected the 3rd spider, which is now dead, so he's only getting 2 moves instead of the 3, but you
Yeah.
gotta do what you gotta do. And Cooper, the ceiling on Cooper's is actually determined by his positioning, which seems like it was good. Lots of Rebel Troopers flooding out here. We'll see what happens. I don't know. This is great saturation from Cooper. Like, getting Han out there with 2 activations, spearheading this in, following it up with Cassian fleets. This is an absolute brick squad of Rebels.
Well, here's the fun that you get to do with Han. The stare down between Han and Grievous comes down because obviously you're thinking, okay, Cooper's going to play change of plans, so Matthew wants to play a 2-pip, which means that Cooper's going to think, oh, he's going to play a 2-pip, not the 1-pip.
Here we go,
And
here
what
we
do we
go.
got?
We got it. We got the change of plans. We got the change of
We
plans
got the
on the
change of
spin to
plans
win.
and the spin.
Okay, all right.
I'm
All right, here we
surprised.
go
I
then.
thought at least
I
one of them was going to.
thought it was going to get baited. I thought Matt was going to bait it.
I thought it was going to be change of plans and a 2-pip.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I thought he was going to bait it. God, change of plans is
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah, I would have played a 2-pip there.
Dude, that is like the worst feeling. I tell you what, like, you have a plan and you're ready and you're like, all right, this is gonna work, and then suddenly you have 10 seconds to think of something new. Oh, and he goes straight into sorry about the mess.
Into the 0. Yeah. Oh,
And he's acing up his sleeve. Oh, this is the
okay.
tech. He says,
Okay.
all right, look, do I need the 0? Are you gonna play a 1? Basically, what Cooper did there is he scouted whether or not Matt was gonna play a 1-pip. Seeing that he didn't, says, fine, I don't need my 0 to beat it. I'm gonna ace up my sleeve and hold on to this for later.
Right.
That's some good tech.
That's the fun of Lando and Han, is you can play the change of plans, and if they don't play what you expected them to play,
Yeah.
you can just swap it out with Lando's 1-pip and be like,
That's
nope,
sick.
all right, I'm playing,
Yeah, that's a
you can play
dimension of
that.
the game. That's
Yeah.
a dimension of the game Matthew just can't play, right? That's a
Right.
huge advantage for Cooper right now, right?
I mean, I still miss Lando not having contingencies.
Yeah,
but,
dude, contingencies was tight.
there's
Contingencies was super tight, dude. Yeah.
There's some really fun stuff you can still do with Han and Lando.
Yeah, that's a great play from Cooper there. So we'll see if these Rebels can get some purchase on the middle POI. Because we all know that Rebels can be not long for this world if your positioning isn't good.
Right. But Cooper's got the advantage, and he's got the firepower to
Yes.
finish off that
Yes.
Flamer Spider before
Cooper's
it gets
got
to
the
go.
momentum right now.
Which is why I kind of don't like where Wheelbright Grievous is, because he's
Dude,
not
that's
adding
what
a
I'm
lot.
saying, dude. I would have had Grievous on the flank for sure.
Yeah.
Two old timers telling these kids how to play. Like, oh, dude, remember when we were in the finals? Oh.
You're up. What was that? Tacticon 2022?
So long ago, dude. So long ago. Unk is washed.
I'm reminded of those days with the T-shirts running around.
Yeah, true that.
I mean, like you were actually at Tacticon
Oh, that
2022.
was that? Oh my
I
God!
think so.
Dude,
I think that's the game where we.
That's hilarious. I didn't even think of that.
No,
Yo.
I think that's the game. You beat me in the final because we were playing Breakthrough,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I lost,
yeah.
and I misplayed one of my T-47s,
I rolled a
and
crit on a sniper.
you took it
I
down.
rolled a crit on a sniper.
I was like trying to run away with it,
Yeah,
and
dude,
you
I
sniped
remember
it
that.
as I was
No.
running away with it.
Oh my God, dude, stolen valor. What the hell? I can't wear my shirt. Get out of here. Oh my God. All right, so we do see a Cassian fleet shot here. Cooper opting to go with them first just to clip this Flamer Spider, which is probably good threat assessment. Here we go.
So a lot of dice.
A lot of dice.
I have a bag specifically for Cassian fleets. Like, this is Cassian fleet's attack.
This is pretty
Open it up, dump out.
It's very cool. That's a lot of dice,
That
dude.
is
It's a
good
lot
amount
of hits.
Surging to hit, and we've got that.
Yeah, it's a good conversion.
So we are going to look at armor 2 on that Flamer.
Armor 2, that spider's already got 3 wounds. I think it's cooked, dude.
It would be incredibly surprising if it
Yeah,
wasn't.
I think it's cooked.
It's cooked.
Oh, it's a good save,
It's
but
a
it's
good
still
save,
cooked.
but it's cooked.
Still cooked. It tried so hard. It goes, no. Even with a dodge to spend.
Oh wait, it's not on the Flamer.
What?
It's on Asajj.
It's on a Asajj.
So that was the cover save.
Oh, my Lanta. Okay, a poor save from the BX, though. Lots of surges and blanks showing up there. Loses 3 minis, but this is the juice. So Asajj's upgrade, the card, it upgrades your attack dice for each miniature you lose. So she adds 4 black dice, but now that there are Sans 3 BX in that squad, she's going to be rolling red, 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 black.
And now is
on
letting
top of the 2 swords
Yeah.
still attached to the minis in the squad. So it's a very interesting unit. I think this is the coolest application of Asajj. I don't love it, the setup in the B1 squad.
So
Cooper opting to activate the Flamer Spider here,
which
is
yeah.
probably a good move. I assume the roll we saw there was the broken roll.
I think it was the Ion.
Okay, because if this thing doesn't get 2 actions, that's huge.
Yeah, and it did roll off the Ion. It's not broken, but it did have an Ion from
So it
that
rolled
Ion.
it off?
It rolled it off.
Oh, dude,
And now
that's
he's
huge. Is he set up for a self-destruct here? What's their self-destruct capacity? He could do it.
Yeah. I think he's
He could
measuring.
do it.
I think he's measuring for the flamer on the.
I think yeah, we're definitely going to see a range shot here. We're going to see the flamer, red, white, or red, white with spray. Spray, of course, adding the attack dice to the pool for each miniature in the defending squad. This has to be into Cassian fleets, right?
I mean,
Oh, that doesn't. I mean, the red dice are there, but that's not a great conversion on white. I'm not going to lie. But this squad of fleets is going to have to roll a ton of dice. Unfortunately, they sort of mirror the Asajj. Oh my God, Cooper! That is all blanks. That's not a lot of blanks. That's all blanks.
I see one block.
You're right. Yeah, look at that. There's a block in the corner
Block
there.
in the
He's like, yo, I blocked. Okay, so Cassian is juiced up. Yep.
So we see a lot of. So I'm trying to see how many, if any, actually are in that.
Is it just Cassian? I'm gonna go look.
Yeah. Let's get those dice out of the way. So yeah, it looks like it is just Cassian by himself, but even just Cassian by himself can still throw a lot of
Homie
dice.
is dangerous. Wow, but that is the shot Matt needed to swing momentum here in the middle of the board. That was the anvil to the X-34's hammer that Cooper just lost.
I think we just saw Lando took a shot at something that wasn't very successful, and then had Cassian do a standby. There's a standby token out there. Which I'm not a huge.
I'm not sure what side of his card Cassian's on currently, but if he hasn't flipped, I mean, Homie will soon.
Well, he doesn't have suppression on him, so.
Can you only flip when you get suppressed?
So if you flip, then you have infinite courage, right?
Oh, that's true. Yeah, he doesn't have suppression. Okay, yeah, that's a good surmise. Yeah, okay, yes. I would assume that Cassian is in his everybody's dead mode.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the fact that I don't see a suppression token on him suggests that he is in his.
Yo, that's like, imagine
flipped.
being a 1 wound mini throwing like 9 dice. Throwing, what, 11 dice? Dude, what is this game? Oh my God.
So that standby is interesting.
That's
in that
unremovable.
he can't take suppression, but he can still get shot.
But you don't suffer suppression, so, but yeah, you could just kill him, I guess,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Yeah,
just
you just
kill
kill him.
him.
You just kill him.
And like those BX snipers are in a position to just you can't do anything about
Yeah,
it. You know?
yeah. I do like that. That's a cool play. It's a good thought from Cooper, but geez, that was an unfortunate Fleet Trooper save. Even one guy would have felt good there. Just to bubble wrap Cassian a little bit more. Looks like we have Rebel troops stepping
So,
forward.
He chose not to explode though.
Which I mean,
Yeah,
like if you don't kill it, you just flame again, and if he does kill it, I don't care. Greg isn't getting shot, right? Yeah, I think Matthew's just relying on his saturation to keep that spider either alive or help get Grievous in, so I think it's not a bad play.
Yep, and it's just I won't bother killing my thing.
Yeah, and let's not forget that
force you to kill it.
Maul is lurking behind that building there in the central right side of the board here. Matthew hasn't even activated Maul really beyond objective play at this point, and might be his late game hedge. Definitely keeping him safe from the X-34s early, though. I think that's the right move. Our players just discussing some of the minutia of their positioning and what their intention is, which, at this level in tournament play, you should always do. Great skills on display here from both Matt and Cooper. All right, here we go. We got Asajj. Asajj is activating. She got shot. So she does have a suppression, 2 courage on BX. They don't care. They're doing two things. So they're continuing to have to dance around these standbys, though. Cooper's doing a really kind of doing a good job, kind of like corralling Asajj into this quadrant of the
Using
board
that,
here. Yep. Keeping her out of charge range, forcing Matt to make some pretty.
Xander, I know you need that one.
Oh,
Yo, the
yeah.
Hondo promo cards.
Oh,
Yo,
yeah.
you're hitting
Shiny.
You're hitting Xander hard.
Yeah.
But yeah, making Matt make some suboptimal movement here with Asajj just to start contesting objectives.
But yeah, that makes sense. You know,
Yeah.
Asajj, you lost a lot of firepower from Asajj there. So, you know, divert to hold an objective.
I think that's a good play. Yeah, I don't hate that. So, I mean, I don't think that agent's going to love being in melee with BXs, so. All right, Haunton's going here.
Is
He's
Haunton going after Asajj?
Haunton's pivoting. He looks like, I mean, I don't hate just running over there and securing that, right? I don't think it's a bad play. But let's see if Cooper stops to shoot or decides to move again. Looks like they're
Stopping to shoot.
stopping to shoot. Yeah, Hans.
Taking another shot at that. Okay, that's much better than last time.
That's more average. Covers okay. 2 pierce 1, so 3 dice. 2 saves on 3 dice here. That's the exact opposite of what Matt wanted to see.
Right, so that's
yeah,
gone.
that's what Han is here for. Cooper's got to be happy with that.
Yeah. Well, if you consider, oh, well, you should have peeled one last time and then finished it off this time, you know, a bad roll and a good roll, those average out.
Dice doing dice things.
Yeah.
But like I said earlier, there's a small window to deal with these X34s, and it's quickly closing as Matthew's line is being saturated with lots of important targets that he feels like he has to shoot. The X34s are just going to start marauding their way through this turn with late activations. It doesn't look like Cooper actually has order control on them, though, so requires a modicum of luck to keep them in the bag until late.
I missed who was shooting there, but
That was the Ion Spider in the back shooting at the red X34.
So is that a second Ion, or did we remove the
I
Ion?
think Cooper pulled the first one off with one of the Rebels. I'm not sure where the capacity lies currently and how many of them have been used, but just based on the amount of wound tokens I can see here on the board, yeah.
Taking some shots.
I would assume this is a Grievous, right?
Yeah. Looks like the long-range guns are going at Grievous. The short-range gun is going at the Spider.
Yeah, the 2 dice
Spider
there was
did
the
nothing.
co-pilot, yep. All right, here we go. We got a save coming in from Greg. Oh, wow. That's El General, dude. You don't shoot him. Yeah, you can feel that deflated Cooper's offense a little bit there. He felt great about that roll. That's not what you want to see, dude. Those are the kind of rolls that win games.
Yeah.
Even Matthew's kind of like, oh, wow, okay, that works. Yeah, all right.
I mean, this is why I didn't really like where Grievous was going, because it gives those landscapes.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like,
but if he survives, then it's fine.
Just roll blocks, right? Like,
yeah, just roll all blocks, and then it doesn't matter where.
It doesn't matter where you are. Yeah, 100%. Pure skill, baby. This is a kid's game. All right, looks like Kalani is running for his dear life now that those X-34s are turning their attention towards this flank. Matt, recognizing the value of that direct, that strategize, throws some tokens on Greg, throws some tokens on himself for the exemplar, and backs off. Cooper's being spread a little thin here.
It's that naked squad of rebels that's going over to try to contest that point.
But they're trying to be very cool about standing as far away from Maul as possible. They're like, yeah, you know, I'm gonna be on this POI, but I'm gonna be on it over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, because don't come over here.
Maul is dangerous. The other danger is
The Geos, dude.
Geos?
Yeah, the Geos. That's what I'm saying. The Geos are a menace, dude.
The Geos are going to want to post up here.
Yeah.
So the question is, can they get at a range 2 of that shot?
Dude, free jump? Are you kidding me? Yes. The answer is yes.
Well, the question is the building in range? Is the edge of that building at range 2 of that guy?
They will make it in range.
It looks pretty close. Eyeballing it, it looks.
Yeah, it does. It does look super close.
It looks like it.
Cooper,
to me, but it's close.
that's me. It's a great move for Cooper to be as far away as possible. Like, too many threats there to be standing in the open, but a lack of order control and kind of like open positioning in the middle is forcing Cooper out onto the flanks early here. And I think, I don't know, Matthew has some units to respond here. B1s aren't reliable, but it's something. They're a body. So we're seeing it. I'm sure we're going to see 6 white dice come in hot here. See if we can get the B1 effect going. Just rolls like 6 crits. Oh, they double move. No shot. That's probably wise. Guest host. Guest host.
So what was the judge call that you were looking at earlier? It was,
We've had some really interesting calls.
Yeah. Can we?
oh, never mind. Judge call.
Oh, Keelan.
All right. Well, we had Steven here for.
Sorry,
5
yeah, we
seconds,
were going to have
and-
Steven on the mic, but he's on duty, so I had to run and make a judge call.
Yeah.
Okay, Hanton's second activation looks like a charge into Asajj. Yeah, they're making contact. We're seeing coherence into melee. All right. Ram is online. Sheesh, dude.
You don't need Ram.
Sheesh, dude.
You don't need Ram with rules like that.
Sheesh. Oh my god, no. Okay, Asajj is dead. That's going to lock up that objective in the top left quadrant for Cooper.
Yeah,
And I genuinely don't think outside of Greg that Matt's going to be able to contest that again for the rest of the game. That's a great... I can't believe that agent lived, dude. I can't believe that.
Mm-hmm. And since that agent lived, that means Han can
That
just
means
turn
Han,
right around
that's
and
what I was
go
going to
back.
say, Han is going to go down that street at the top of the board, and it's going to be a huge problem. Like, Han is just going to do laps around Maul for the rest of the game.
We're picking up some Geonosians and.
Oh, looks like Matt is poising these Geonosians to respond to a potential Han flank. Oh no, this is Sunfac. This is Sunny.
Just
This is Sunny. Sunny's just gonna go contest, I think, right? Oh, he wants to do it from down below. I think that's probably a good idea. Just stay as safe as possible. There's still some shots to come in here. I guess he used his jump to get... Oh no, these are the regular Geos.
Yeah, they are the Geos.
Whoa, dude. What a pivot. I guess if there's a unit to do it with. I assume Matt's going to fly them over to that POI. I don't think that's... Maybe it's worth it. I feel like they're just going to get mulched too. They might be able to slow Han down for another turn. Well, another activation, I should say. Cooper using his Rebel Troopers to just shore up the suppression tokens on the secondary. Really desperate to score that one and get that out of there so that he doesn't have a need to be standing in the open there anymore. Huddling up behind this spider on the POI. Steven's back.
Yeah, we've had some trickier calls today, particularly around thank you for the boomerang. Particularly around secondaries. I think the real one was based on our call yesterday about failed negotiations, how that kind of breaks your standard range measurement for scoring, just having the unit with the hostage at range 1 to score. Caused some confusion later on about what does it mean to have the unit in range for other secondaries. I think where we landed was the word contesting is really the key word there. Contesting is defined as the unit leader within range, so if you see the word contesting, it's kind of what you'd expect. Failed negotiations doesn't have that word in it, so you can kind of play it a little funkier. Just throwing some players off.
Yeah, the nuance of hostage definitely caught me off guard. Being able to score basically standing at range 2 is huge compared to the standard of half range now. It feels super weird.
We just had one over the interaction between scout and a compulsory move. If you scout, can you compulsory move at the beginning of your activation as well? Or does the compulsory move at the beginning of the activation have to happen before the scout? Yeah. That's really important for Wheelbite Grievous, because if you get that compulsory earlier, that means your last action could be shoot instead of the compulsory being forced to be in.
Scout just wasn't something vehicles could do for a long time, especially speeders. It's just like a niche interaction. Yeah.
Where we landed on that one is both the scout move and the compulsory you must take via the mobile keyword trigger at the beginning of the make action step. And under the rulings in the CRB for timing, if a player has multiple triggers that occur at the same time, those are both at the same time, they choose the order of those. So you could choose scout, compulsory move, shoot. Very strong on an already very strong
Yeah, I was going to say, whoa, hold up. Yeah, I played against scouting saber tanks on last Thursday, and let me tell you, that was a bad time. It was a bad time.
Number of judge calls has definitely been elevated this weekend. We've been getting our steps in. All good stuff, though. Just really making sure we're researching to get it right. Not having the rules forum online this weekend has been a unique challenge, but I got to be honest with you, I think we've been navigating it pretty well here with the collective knowledge base of the community and just really doing the homework, getting into the CRB. So I've been pretty happy with judging overall.
Yeah, you never get into the minutia of an objective quite as much as when you're judging it. So, makes perfect sense. All right, sorry guys, we missed some action there. Just getting Steven on the mic. Steven, big shout out Steven. Does all the legwork to get this going. Does all the admin. This doesn't happen without him, all the prize support. So, great to have him on stream. Yep, big shout out.
Thank you guys.
So we got Wheelbite Grievous.
All right, yeah, this is it. If we're gonna, we got to jump back in because we got Greg mobilizing here.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't have the spin to win. That was taken offline by change of plans. Matthew definitely has to pivot here. It looks like Greg has taken no wounds still.
Yeah.
Which you don't want to see, man. Oh my God.
So a lot of that center is, so we still can see that we're gonna get spin to win probably next time. But
basically nothing to stop that. Sorry, we're going to update our round counter here. We just realized that we had that set to round 0 still. I'm not sure what's shooting here, but our players are doing a small amount of deliberation, I think, over cover.
Spending dodges.
Spending dodges, yeah. I see, okay. And a save comes in, and it looks like a surge comes out. That's probably going to land on Grievous. I think this was Cassian's standby into Greg. Yep, that's exactly what we were seeing.
Yep.
Looks like Grievous's second wound, maybe. I'll go take a peek at the table next time I get a chance.
Yeah, I would have liked to try to finish off Cassian before he
gets and look at this. Here we go. We're going to get the overrun. Of course, overrun's kind of a funky keyword. Like, the attack itself is attached to the movement, but you don't actually have to perform the full movement to get the attack. So Matthew, with a little bit of finesse here, is basically maneuvering his movement tool so as to overlap the units he would like to attack with Overrun, but may or may not necessarily perform the full movement with Grievous. Very nuanced. Overrun is definitely something, just like we were discussing with the new secondaries, is something that's been explored a lot more, with it becoming more relevant with Grievous on the bike releasing. And Matthew's been putting in the work. I keep saying it. Homie's been labbing it up. Every time I go into tag, he's there with a game. He's always looking for somebody on the Discord to play. So, really astute player. Really on top of his Grievous tech. So, I'm really excited to start seeing some Grievous dice get thrown here. Let's see what Cooper's response ends up being. Han is, this is maybe the saving grace of this dive, is that Han's a little bit out of position to respond. Not that I think Han's the best thing to do it with, but is whenever Grievous is around on the bike, I feel like you kind of want to converge, get rid of him, and then spread back out. We'll see how Cooper reacts.
I honestly think that Han's biggest priority is trying to clear that back line and take that back objective. Because remember, the objective in your opponent's deployment zone is worth 2 points.
Oh, good call. Yeah,
Right.
I hadn't considered that.
So I think that's Han's primary focus. And trusting, and then we're going to just trust the speeder bikes and everything, all of that, just hold up for long enough.
So we see a relatively lackluster overrun attack there from Grievous. Not super impactful. Yeah, dodge is coming into play. I think Cooper mitigating most of that damage pretty easily. We saw a pretty poor roll there. But Grievous is in, and I'm not sure either X34 can respond right now. I mean, if anything, Matt has threaded the needle. Both of these players executing super well here. The push and pull on this middle between losing Spiders, losing Cassian, getting Grievous in, getting Han out. Really interesting rhythm of play here.
We are activating that thing, and he does.
He gets
pull
the ion off. Okay, so that order token is not on the red X34. That red X34 has yet to activate. Oh, jeez, dude.
Yeah.
Jeez, dude.
But it's already used its astromech.
Yes, right? That's the saving grace. Turn 1 astromech drops on both X34s if you weren't with us for turn 1. Ooh, that's not the roll Cooper
Not a
wants.
great roll.
That's not the roll, dude. He's got impact in the pool. Only one conversion with the aim. Oh, okay. Be cool. Grievous takes 3 wounds there. Man, this is swinging like crazy. 3 wounds and an ion. Very interesting. Alright, that's both X34s. One of them did get a shot onto Grievous with a successful ion and 3 wounds. Lots of push and pull here. I think dude, the X Factor's Maul. Like, what does Maul do? What would you do with Maul? Like, you're Matt right now. Where do you put Maul?
I think he's got my immediate thought is dive one of the land speeders, try to kill it on the way to taking out that back line, that back point. So
what's Maul's impact? 2 probably.
So that is the line I'm thinking
You
for
think?
Maul.
All right.
With the objective of taking that.
Bro, you've played way more Maul than me, so I defer.
But that does is a little bit risky because that leaves Maul sitting there not engaged.
Yeah, right. That's what I mean. Like, what do you do with Juyo? Right? That's
All right.
Damn, man. That's cool.
We're seeing. Oh, it looks like.
All right, here we go. Maul's going. All right.
Looks like Maul is instead going to.
So he's trying to contest this objective here.
Okay, this is another thing I don't hate because if he contests this objective on the way, and then swing through like that next round possibly.
Yeah, I dig that.
Yeah, I don't hate that.
I dig that. No saber throw though. So nothing too crazy coming in. I think Maul's setup was burst of speed and anger.
Mm-hmm.
All right, being really conservative with Maul. I actually dig that. I don't think Cooper has an answer to this at all on his flank. You spin to win and then go in with Maul?
Yeah, we're definitely going to see.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we're going to see the spin to win.
You spin to win and then go
because
into them all.
If you don't do it next turn,
Ah.
there's the risk that Greaves is going to die before
Yeah,
you do
but
it.
dude, you know, Cooper's got the tech. Having scouted that one pip, he just drops sorry about the mess next turn.
Yeah.
Draws and tries to kill Grievous, right?
We'll
Jeez, dude.
You get one shot off. but-
Yeah, I mean, if you pull
Yeah,
X34, we got a game, y'all. We got a game. Turns out day 2, good games.
Oh, and there's another wound
Another,
going on to Grievous.
another chip shot on Grievous. Where is Landonis? I'm gonna go scout. I want to see
Yeah,
where
I'm not sure
Lando
where
is.
Lando is. So that wheel bite Grievous is up to 4 wounds out of 8. I don't think Cooper has anything left that is likely to take Grievous down before he'll get to spin to win, but it's totally possible that he will. And a big part of that game will hinge on whether or not Grievous gets those attacks off.
Yeah, Lando's in that whole puddle of rebels there. He's parked right next to the orange X34 there. That miniature just to the left of the X34 is Lando. So I think we're going to see a Corellian spike, dude. Would you go for the spike and try to immobilize Grievous, or do you play the 0 and try to kill him?
I don't think Immobilize is going to do a whole lot.
You don't think so?
Well,
I guess you gamble, right?
Well,
yeah.
Grievous is in a great spot unless. Wait. No, it's fine. Yeah, I think Grievous is in a great spot.
Yeah,
where he
that
is.
spinning's probably okay, even if he doesn't move. That's a good call, yeah. This is Sun Fac shooting here. Death from above. I think it's going to be into an X34, I would imagine. Dude, the saves. The saves, dude. Something funky going on with the dice there. Our players just re-rolling.
He started to roll cover. He like initially rolled cover, but then was like, oh no, it's death from above. Cover doesn't matter.
Oh, I see. Yeah,
and
okay.
So he just says, okay, that wasn't a cover roll.
Right,
that was
right.
just my defense roll.
Okay, cool. Our players just clarifying the dice, as you should always do, right? I suspect we'll see lots of good practice on stream here today. If you're new to Legion, this is a great place to learn about the pace of tournament play, sort of the conventions that you should be familiar with to make sure you and your component are competing with the highest amount of clarity possible. And Matt and Cooper are doing a great job.
Right, moving more rebels forward. Gonna take
These
another shot
are
on that,
Ewoks. These are slingers. So this is, yeah. Those are 2 squads of slingers lurking behind that building there. Primitive actually matters here. That's going to be super interesting. I don't know what these slingers do. I mean, obviously they just go stand there, but I don't know what they throw dice at. Grievous?
I think you're just throwing at Grievous, yeah.
Just throw dice at Grievous?
Oh.
Are our players forgetting primitive?
No, it didn't end up mattering.
Doesn't. Oh, you're right. It's because crits become hits, right?
Right, and
yeah.
armor 1 doesn't do a whole lot.
Armor 1. Yeah. Okay.
We just had a really cool slice of charity.
Ooh.
A veteran player looking to get out of clones, just talking to a brand new player, playing her 3rd, 4th, 5th game at the event here. So really bold of her to jump in and play. Needed to bolster her clone army, gifted his entire clone army to her.
Yo,
Wow.
shout out.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Shout out to Dennis.
Shout out to Dennis. Yo, D-Bucks. Yo, Dennis. He's cooking.
He's in the zone.
He's
in the
cooking.
zone.
Dennis is cooking right now,
Right.
but he's a cool dude.
Bolstering the ranks of our new players.
Yeah.
This is sick. I'll also mention that Dennis pulled up in a purple sweatsuit today, so yeah, there's that. Sick, dude. I wish I was Dennis. All right, cool. That's round 2 cleanup. Looks like both of our players removing suppression, order tokens, and getting ready to score. I'm sure they'll discuss that as soon as they finish cleanup, just so everything looks a little bit easier to interpret here.
So now,
Man,
now
that's so
we
sick,
are-
Dennis.
yeah,
Shout
yeah.
out to Dennis, dude.
The amount of chip damage we were able to get onto that Wheelbite Grievous does mean that Wheelbite Grievous is in quite a lot of danger now because we still have. Sorry about the mess.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Is like, do you just go with? Do you burn mess?
Yeah. I
and
think so.
and try to kill him, or do you
think that's the
hedge it?
plan.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
did. Especially since you've scouted, trained in your Jedi arts already. Yeah, that's definitely a good call from Cooper. Good play. Sorry, guys. We're gonna update our score as soon as we get an update from our players
Yeah.
as well.
And also, he's got an HQ uplink on that land speeder, meaning that the land speeder will definitely get to go first.
Oh,
and that
that's-
means that Grievous. There's a good chance Grievous dies before he gets to spin.
That's great tech. Yep, Cooper's set up for it. He knows what he's doing. Yep, we're gonna see that orange X34 in the back. Go ahead and let it rip, dude.
You want to ask him about the score?
Yeah, it is. Okay, our player's updating our scoreboard here for us. Looks like Cooper has gone up to 5 to Matt's 3. So early lead here for Cooper. But that's what you get, man. You saturate well with rebels, you make bold moves, you get paid. So here we go. We got the ion cannon coming in hot. I think he's too close for the rocket, so a little bit of impact is going to be falling off here. But Cooper's mostly looking for that critical one impact. Here we go. Big
I
roll.
think this decides the fate of Grievous.
This is a big roll. Grievous lives.
Grievous lives.
Grievous is alive. He needed to make both those saves. He gets an ion, but honestly, I think you're right. I think Matthew's probably okay with that. The rocket splitting fire. I'm sure this is going into a spider. Just to make best use of that or the impact. Oh
Yeah.
wow, that spider rolls a save. I would imagine this was into the ion cannon. Oh, it was into the flamer. It was a good call. Wait, isn't that too close as well?
No, it looks like it's just out because it's range.
Oh, it's orange. That's right. It's the back X34. Nice.
You're right. So it looks like Grievous.
Grievous is too
alive
close. Yep.
At 1 health.
Oh, dude, the disrespect. The
and
disrespect of
I
surviving.
think he does have 2 ions, but he doesn't really like.
Doesn't care. Even if
Yeah.
you have 2 ion, you can only lose 1 action. So
Right, and Grievous doesn't
yeah,
break.
yeah.
So,
Grievous don't break.
So we go to Grievous. He rolls off neither
All right,
ion,
so
but doesn't really care.
He has mobile, so he gets a move, which we're seeing here, and then
I think he's just deciding if he wants to
melee
move
or spin
first
now.
Yeah.
I guess there is no melee.
Yeah.
So our player is just discussing with Steven here exactly how mobile is going to interact with 1 action here. Just clarifying where Grievous can end up before he does the big ol' spin.
Right. So they're just checking about where actually Grievous can legally move.
Yep.
So he's putting.
We have Steven, our head consular, here at the table discussing this with our players. Steven's just asking for a base check. making sure that legal placement, playing to the utmost of tournament standard here. This isn't Steven's first rodeo, though, y'all. Homie has judged once or twice.
All right, so we're just checking about all the rules because there is not much space.
Yeah, it looks like our players have reached a consensus on where Grievous is able to move. Whether or not it is legal remains to be seen. So if you're just joining us, guys, quick recap. Han killed Asajj BXs in the top left quadrant of the board, basically locked that down for Cooper. Cooper also clipped a spider droid early with the X-34. This is Grievous right here.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
So it
Here we go.
decided that they can move there.
Okay.
So that's why they decided it can move. It was double checking that yes,
Okay.
it can move. So it would normally have to move its full compulsory move.
Sure.
But since it can't actually make it, it moves as far as it can.
Yeah, and it looks like Grievous takes advantage of the pistol to just clip Cassie in there. So that's a removed activation for Matt. That's good.
I actually did he shoot that against Cassian?
He shot
I
Cassian.
disagree with that because you'd get a free attack against Cassian anyway.
Yeah, you're probably right. You're probably right.
You're just like, I'm making sure.
All right, here we go. Here's Overrun 2. This is the second Overrun attack, I believe. A crit with Pierce 1 is going to make this pretty painful. Yep. So that's Overrun 2, and now it begins. All right, here we go. If Matt can cash out here and get value with one wound Grievous, that would be a huge swing of the pendulum back in his direction. Both of our players just clarifying the cover situation because, of course, this is a strange attack, it being versatile and also melee.
And just hitting everything.
Just hitting
so it looks
everything.
like that land speeder is out, and I think you said that was Lando sitting down there.
That's Landonis right there on the corner.
I
Yep.
think Lando's out. So we are starting to roll
Some saves
some
here.
saves.
All right. I don't know whose that was on, but that's our first one. Looks like it's on some slingers. All right. Grievous loves that. Get rid of some Ewoks.
Right, so it is. So those, those were slingers.
Yep.
They do have a surge token, but they don't surge, so we just saved one of those surges.
Okay. Just getting the
Looking at the
suppression.
next
Yeah,
attack.
Cooper's being diligent with his suppression here, making sure that he's not forgetting anything.
2 hits.
2 hits. This must be the other slingers. I would assume they're going. Yeah, they're going to go clockwise here. Here we go. Next target.
I think this is now actually Cassian. It looks like this
Did
is
Cassian move? Okay. Looks like he's cooked. I'll go do a board check after this because this is the thing. Yep.
I'm seeing Cassian's mini still on the board.
Okay. One save there. Yeah, Cooper's getting chipped out. Oh, that's a great conversion right there. Surge to crit coming through. Oh my God, this could hurt. Oh,
good
dice
save.
for dice.
Good save.
Dice for dice. Good stuff, dude. Oh God, oh jeez. Chill out. The rolls have been good, dude. The rolls have been good. All right, here we go. Land speeder. No impact on this. Looking for surge to crit. Gets the
Sorry,
natty
Cassian,
on white.
Cassian was already dead.
Gets the natty on white.
Yeah.
Oh, he
Ooh,
rolls
good
out,
save.
dude. These dice. We got a game. All right, no impact. That's gonna fall off, right? Cover. 2 wounds. Don't know why we rolled 3 times there, but trusting our players to maintain game state. We trust.
That was Lando.
That was Landonis
Lando
with
gets-
Uncanny. Sick,
Uncanny.
dude. Sick. Still takes 2. And then Grievous is removed. Was he on?
Was he just on? He was just on East-Ims.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he
So
was
his.
just alive.
All
on
right. Yeah,
East-Ims.
we missed the trigger on East-Ims at some point, but yeah, that Grievous was a dead man walking. So.
East-Ims, of course, it saves you 2 wounds, but at the end of your next activation, you take those 2 wounds, so it just keeps you alive a little bit longer.
That's
And
kind of all he
Grievous-
needed. Yeah, it's kind of all he
Grievous
needed.
Staying alive a little bit longer, that was a lot of value.
I mean, that was like net 8 wounds, 9 wounds. Like, it's pretty good, dude. Now you got that flamer spider there. Like, hey, man, you got to do something about this, too. Yeah, dude, Cooper's feeling the heat down there. Maul's in a great position to pivot any way he wants.
Yeah, Maul coming in. is
Yeah, I
really
love
gonna
that,
make this.
dude. That Maul position, you called it.
Mm-hmm.
You were like, that's the line, dude, right there.
And then those B1s kind of behind the building, and then you've got the probe
Yeah.
droids that are gonna. Oh, they're charging Maul. I don't hate that.
Yeah. You know what? That's good tech. You got the 5th body with the astromech, just be a problem.
I think that one's just a naked.
Is it? Okay, yeah, just
Yeah.
be a problem.
Right.
Just be
I
a
mean,
problem, yeah.
Hey, taking naked rebel troopers and throwing them into force users is one of the greatest
Nimble,
values. you can
nimble
have.
too. Like, yeah, dude. Like, you're not getting out of here.
Right, and I think he did just decide to move twice. Was the
Yeah, no, like, he's contesting, pick up 2 dodges on the way into melee with Maul. He's locked in. I love that. Probes might still be able to get over here and contest. Hover 1 doing them some favors. Yeah, nice. I don't think Matt was able to bait those rebels off the POI. I think Cooper was sharp enough to keep them contesting. But getting those droids in means that Maul is probably securing that for Matt, which is big. I don't think Maul hates standing there in melee if it means holding that objective.
there's a more valuable objective he could be going to.
Yeah, ain't that
So-
the struggle? Han is yet to activate either time this round, of course. See You in Hell was played turn 1 to get Han Tong completely online.
So we do have Han's first activation. I mean, it's got to be going for that.
I would
back
double
point.
move. I would double move and contest that point, right? You can definitely do it from the street behind that building. I don't think shooting's. I guess you go again.
Move, shoot.
Move, shoot. Yeah.
He's shooting.
Surge crit.
No help from cover. It's going to be 2 saves
Two
and pierce
saves,
1.
yeah,
so
that's-
that's going to be pierced. So that's two dead Geos.
2 dead bugs, dog. Two dead bugs.
Even with the wheelbite Grievous going off, I think Coop is actually in a pretty good position so far.
No, I totally agree.
He's still got a lot.
I
of
totally agree.
units.
That's what I mean. Pull this spider right now, right? Like, oh, the potential. So AI proccing here on the spider with defensive protocols is forced to make a dodge action first. No face-up token and
Yeah,
being
but
broken.
Now is when he does. Now is when he explodes.
I would do it. Flame and blow up, right?
Yeah.
Because I don't think you roll separately for self-destruct. You roll once, and then everything takes that result. So if you could just cash out here, I could win the game. Oh, it is for each unit. Yeah, you roll for each unit. Okay.
So there's some. That looks like another. Dead
This is a
bit of
spray.
rebels.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely picking up these rebels. I would I would blow up, dude. I would do it. X-34's right there. What else is there to flame? Slingers? I would blow up. We'll see. No, he's
he
staying
doesn't.
in.
Actually,
That's
yeah,
smart.
don't mind that.
See, this is why Matt's playing day 2 and I'm not.
Turns out VPs can be better
It
than moves.
turns out objectives win games. Dude, objectives are for nerds. I know what you're talking about.
Self-destruct being a 25% chance per die. It's iffy.
Mid. It's
Like
mid.
that's what a 75% chance.
This is the Rebel officer here. Just being a body here for Cooper on the center objective now. Man, I hate how healthy those X-34s are going to be after all this repair pops off. That's going to be so good. What do you do about that?
Well, I mean, several of those repairs have already dead. I'm not sure how much repair he has
That's
left.
true. I'm going to actually go scout that.
Because actually, from here, it looks like he's got 2 slingers left and doesn't actually have repairs left.
Yeah, that's a good read from Xander. All that repair is gone. All right, we have Maul swinging into Rebel Troopers here, I believe. They're looking pretty cooked.
Yeah.
Maul doing the thing.
Yeah.
I mean, he's clear now. I think that's great. Matt needed that. Yeah, gets to save.
Cooper did slow Maul down a bit.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. I mean, if he has duel, he now doesn't have to play it to get out. Okay. Yeah, I think that move from the Rebel troops was it, for sure. Because one guy, you can't secure with one, so slow Maul down in the meantime. Here's our agent, whose hands are kind of tied now.
Yeah.
Yeah, as far as Cooper's concerned.
I mean, he's kind of sitting back there. He could position himself so that he's still contesting that objective, but within range to double move and contest the more valuable objective instead. But he might want to stay there.
That would be sweet, yeah.
Yeah.
Both of our players slowing down a little bit here as activations start to get clipped and actions become a little bit more considerate.
Let's go with those Geonosians, who I think have to really consider what they're going to do with Tom.
What do you do with them? Yeah, what do you do with them?
Dodge like crazy. So it looks like they're going to free move up.
Matt forgetting his rally very briefly, but it's important to know exactly what his threat range is. Geo's, of course, still getting access to their free move from jump.
Yeah. So it looks like he's pushing them up to the front, which...
Probably just shoot the officer, right? I mean, it's dice. It's some... Oh, standby. Check that out. Move standby. I guess as long as they're on the building, they're safe from Han charging them. That's cool.
Yeah, but he's got that land speeder that's gonna could clean him up.
Yeah, the rest of the army is here. I mean, Cooper's positioning has been great. It's been great, right? It was definitely a tough position to move into, right? Force projecting there into the middle, basically completely open. Really tough. But Cooper's making it work. Pretty dope, man.
They're playing Cauldron.
Contact.
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 I just got the weirdest call that I don't know how I feel about. I found the answer, I don't like it. For Cauldron, you score if it's in friendly or contested and within 2.
Yes.
If you score friendly and you score that and you contest this is both in enemy and in contested. Can you score it? Because it's within 2 of that one. The answer is no, and that's just because
within?
I don't agree with it, but the answer is Droid's rule does the forums and said no, you score weakness.
Yeah, that's the reason why. Yeah.
We don't have the forum to confirm that, but Droid's saying it makes me confident, but I don't agree with that based on the reading. So if you contest all 3 of these, you are
we're scoring 1 VP for each Kerala territory, and then another VP where you can secure uncontested territory within 2. So that's clearly contested and within 2. This one is both an enemy and contested. So is it eligible for being uncontested to score, or is it an enemy territory to score? Yeah, because it just says in contested territory. This one's not wholly an enemy territory. That's what I would say.
As written, yes, we do score.
Yeah, but you got a droid's rule answer saying you don't.
That's dumb.
I don't understand
That's
why.
dumb.
I don't follow that.
Yeah,
and
it's
I don't
weird.
know.
That's super
All right,
weird.
so okay, we got Sunfac doing free moves and just jumping over to contest that back point.
Yeah, sorry guys. We were just discussing a really interesting judge call Steven had to make. Excuse me, just the minutia of the rules. It helps for us to be clear on them as we try to surmise what our players are doing and their intent just from watching. Of course, the table is close, but we don't want to pressure our players and eavesdrop or make them feel like playing on stream is any more stressful than playing in day 2 already is. So. But yeah, Sunny with the triple move there, just contesting that, making Lando stay put, right? You can see Lando's hugging that
Yeah.
wall there just to the north of that building.
And I think he's going to have to pull some, if he wants to score that back one, he's going to have to pull something else back, which is probably one of those slinger squads.
Has to be, right? They are suppressed. We'll see what happens with them.
So yeah, I actually do agree about not exploding that spider droid. Yeah, that.
Turns out Matt's better than us.
Well, I had to I usually don't interact with self-destruct. I had to reread it, and once
Yeah,
I reread
yeah,
it, it's like,
yeah,
oh,
yeah.
that's not that good.
Yeah, it
that's
is.
not that good. You do that when you have 1 health left, maybe.
Yeah, true that. When you're not on an objective. All right, so Cooper taking a shot.
Cooper's taking a shot into. I saw Matt pointing at the Geos. Is looking to wipe that Geo squad.
Maybe wants to peel the standby. We'll see what happens here. We'll see what dice are getting rolled.
Yeah, well, if he again, if he is able to take that back point of interest. Oh no! It sounds like
So
it
it's a
is on
spider.
the spider. Then, if they're talking about ion mattering, then it's on the spider.
Cool, so that spider saves half.
And this
then-
will just be the rocket gunner guy or
The co-pilot.
Co-pilot,
Yep.
yeah.
Co-pilot with 2 dice.
The guy on the shotgun seat
Yeah,
didn't look like he got anything.
it's pretty tight. A little drive-by.
He was firing into the spider droid and just fishing for crits. Didn't get any.
May as well.
So now it's sort of it feels like it's a bit of a rush, a race to the other person's back objective.
Yeah, everybody kind of threw all their beef into the middle, and now they just have their peripheral elements that were sort of orbiting that main engagement, now trying to decide where to commit. It's crazy that spider's alive, dude.
Right?
B1s are gonna try and be annoying. Matt's thinking about it though.
He is checking right now to see if Han is able to contest on the other side and still get a shot off on the Geos. I don't think he'll be able to. But yeah, he's just checking to see if things can contest that objective on the front of the building.
Both of our players just communicating with as much clarity as
Yep.
possible regarding their intent and what's possible.
And if the B1s are pushing forward, I think that means that they decided that it wasn't possible.
Okay.
All right, looks like B1's engaging the rebel commander in the
Yeah,
center.
that's the officer, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just getting safe, getting on the POI. It's very difficult to kill 6 naked B1s in melee when you're rolling 3 dice at a time. All right, we got a slinger activation. They do have 2 suppression. Let's see what happens. That's not what they needed.
Yep. So
They're
one
not.
action.
They're not scoring right now. So I would just. Yeah, I can't imagine
pushing
Cooper's
forward
going to do
into that melee.
anything. Yep. Can't imagine Cooper's going to do anything but get on that POI.
Oh no, he decides to pull him back.
Decides to pull them back
Yeah.
to
so
secure.
that's that back objective.
Yep, the bottom objective here. Because that movement with Sunfac meant that would be a no score for Cooper, which Matt desperately needs, being down 2 points here in round 3.
Yeah, so then we got Kalani going up to help secure that back point. That makes sense. Just a climb and a move, probably.
Yep, I love that. There's a certain amount of security up there, just because if Han's only throwing 3 dice and you've got 6 health, that's not a tough objective to hold. As Kalani has 5 though, huh?
Got a direct answer from Seth on that cauldron question.
Did you just DM it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's tight.
Well, didn't DM him. There's a judge Discord.
Word,
super
word, word.
helpful. The answer is current language is not written as good as it could be. Shocking.
Yeah.
But the intent from A&G is that no POI can be in 2 sets of territories at once.
It's either one or the other.
It is one or the other. There's a forum post clarifying the forum's down, and they're going to start using some language that includes not only just within, but also not within to kind of delineate that. So a POI is only
It is
ever in
not
one
within.
set of
Right,
territory.
okay, interesting. Steven's got the juice from the judge calls here.
It looks like a couple slingers charged forward and were able to beat a B1 down, but only the one B1.
Okay, second squad of B1s coming around the corner at long last. Getting ready to
All right, what did
jump
they
on an objective.
Did they double move? Did
I
they
would just
shoot?
move them, right? They're shooting.
Possibly at that slinger squad?
Yeah, I think both players just agreeing whether or not what's available as targets.
Yeah, okay, second move.
Double move. I think that's smart, dude. B1s, yeah, like what are you gonna get from shooting with 6 B1s that's gonna be more worth than being on the POI? All right, we see a spider activation. I think Cooper's out of activations here. It's going to be Matt to the bottom of 3. Man, Rebels die quick. So failing to roll off the ion there means that this spider gets a single action, and Matt very wisely will be using it to move on to the POI, right? It is of the utmost importance.
That's still 3 rebels to 2 separatists, though.
Oh, Cooper must have passed. Because I forgot that Han is yet to activate. So Han looks like he's pivoting. Instead of heading around that objective, is coming back into the middle here to try to
since he
clean some of
can't-
this up. Yeah,
Since he can't since he can't secure that back one.
he may as well commit to the middle. Okay, looks like Cooper is getting ready to do a spur.
Move
Yeah,
up to the center.
get into melee, maybe with that spider. We'll see what the dice look like.
All right, popping the standby on the Geos. Choosing what to do with them. He's moving them.
He's opting
back.
for a move. I don't hate that.
Yeah. Well, just trying to keep them alive.
Yep, just hold the objective.
And so then we have the Han charge into the spider droid.
I believe all the secondaries have been scored by both players at this point. Oh my goodness, that's a good Han roll. Actually, it's kind of mid. That's kind of mid, dude. We got RAM online, an aim available. Spider's gonna be rolling some dice, I think.
So Rams one up.
Impact, nothing?
I don't think there's any.
I think Matt landed on 4 dice there. Oh, great save.
Yeah.
Great
Good
save, dude. Nice dice. Good stuff. Okay.
There's a
Han.
Pierce 1, so he does take 3
Yeah,
damage.
Han gets to do that again as well. So.
So that was second. That was Han's second.
Was it for this
I
round?
think,
Okay,
yeah,
okay,
his
okay.
first action was
You're
to move
right.
forward and
You're
shoot the
right.
Geo.
He shot. Yeah, dude. Okay, cool.
So they're moving into round 4.
Yeah, we're seeing cleanup. We'll get an update on the score
Scoring.
here. Yeah.
It looks like. All right, so the center is scored by Cooper, and then they each score 2 more. So it is 3 to Cooper, 2 to Matt, and we're going into round 4. Update. So Cooper definitely has a good lead.
Yeah,
here.
Cooper's got a very healthy lead. We'll see if holding this center objective for 2 more rounds ends up paying dividends for Matt, if he can pull it off.
So
Maul,
we're gonna see how much
I think
Maul
we're going to
can
see
do.
a Maul card, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
at last. Here we go.
Yeah,
He's
he's got to get the wound on.
this is it. He's getting juiced up.
Got to get the wound on Maul to get that double move attack.
Get the double move attack. Get a free aim here.
So do you? I think he's got a burst of speed towards the center. I'm feeling.
You have to. You have
Yeah,
to.
and then trust the B1s.
I think you charge a land speeder. I think you try to kill
Yeah,
a
the
land
back of
speeder,
that
right? I
wounded
think you
land
go
speeder.
into the back of the red land speeder, right? Oh, I think that's too far. No, not with burst. Not with burst.
Yeah.
Okay.
and he will have that aim from anger.
Anger. That's going to go a long way, I think. Yeah.
They're just making sure that all the tokens are
Yep.
free. and
Yep. Both players
who's
just making
got-
sure.
Who's got wounds where?
Yep. Just both taking care of game state here, doing their due diligence. As you always should.
That is a rare. That is the. So Cooper played the agent's card. It looks like a battlefield reconnaissance. That is one that I don't see very often because it adds a whole bunch of advantage tokens. But yet generally late game, you don't really want a lot of need a lot of advantage
You know,
tokens.
I feel like there's kind of two timing windows you really want to hit mid to late game, which is what needs to go right away to deal some attrition before it gets hit, but then there
What
are
needs
still,
to go last to be able to score?
What needs to go last to get on a POI without dying, and that's where I think this comes into play.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is big.
But it's just, so I see the usefulness of it. It was just like there's so many other good ones.
You gotta.
Only one order on. Oh, I guess it is 2 orders.
All right, so that looks like a Maul swing. Where did Maul go? I missed where Maul went, though.
We'll be able to find out here in a second. No, that's a flamer. That was a flame spider.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Flame spider goes first. I think
Oh, he just went up and.
Matt's Matt's just trying to get as much juice as he can for the squeeze with that thing. Like if you're gonna let me walk this in your line with 3 wounds, that's great. I'll
Yeah.
just keep activating it, right? Yeah. Cooper looks to be activating an X-34 first, get that firepower represented immediately here in round 4. I would imagine he's shooting Kalani, right? Kalani or Geos?
Or that spider.
Spider. Yeah, he's on the objective, I guess, huh? So here we go. The dude riding shotgun, throwing some dice first, undoubtedly into B1s, picks one up. That's why you do it. Shooting out the back window. That's right. Han still got shooters out here, dog. All right, we got the juice, though. Here's the ion cannon and the rocket. We're going to see who gets hit. We do get a cover save. 2 come off. Not bad. It's a good peel. No, that was the spider save. Oh, he's cooked. Yeah, that was the orange one. Nice. I don't think Cooper's given himself enough room to make it in on that POI, though. Gonna need to do some fancy flying. Yup.
Yeah, he's gonna have to go straight forward.
Yeah, he's gonna have to do some maneuvering. He makes it. Like a glove.
Got a little judge trivia question for you.
Nice.
Sure.
Hit us.
You spent a pass token to pass.
Yeah.
Using an advantage token. You draw from your bag. You pull a dead unit.
Right.
Can you pass again, or do you have to draw again?
You can pass.
I don't think you can.
You can absolutely
You
pass
can pass.
again.
Yeah, the condition
But
is
it
on
says-
drawing a token. Yeah, if you
But it
draw.
says you can't pass twice in a row.
What it says is you cannot spend an advantage token to pass if you passed previously.
Ah, okay.
But
Weird.
the dead token still gives you a second pass.
So you
Weird.
couldn't draw a dead token and then advantage token pass, though.
You couldn't spend it. That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Weird.
Dude,
Okay.
this game's weird. Unk is washed. I don't even know the rules anymore, dude.
Well, that's what, come to tournaments always makes you just
Oh.
like
Yeah, you learn the rules.
so much.
You
So much.
relearn the rules fast. All right, that's Sunny. This is Sun Fac activation. Getting cooked up here by Matt.
Looks like, is he moving into melee with the
Free jump into melee with slingers.
slingers?
And
Or is,
probably
he just, or is that a move and he's just shooting them? I don't know what Fun Fact does well enough.
Sun Fac has Pierce and melee. I would imagine he wanted to make base contact there. He's an operative. Sunny's an operative. Yeah. Yeah, Pierce 1 in melee is the juice. Oh my god, can't get the red dice to convert. Ah, Pierce 1 though. Oh, okay, yeah. Ewoks probably don't have a surge to spend there. It's probably still 2 bodies. They
No,
do. They
'cause
did.
They're slingers. Slingers a reliable one.
That's such a disrespectful save.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude.
After a bad roll.
Yeah, after a bad roll, it's so upsetting. All right, Honton, first activation. He wants to just mop up everything here in the middle. He's making contact with that flame spider.
Ooh,
I think Cooper's had enough of that, dude.
That is a tempting target for maul charge now.
Oh my goodness, Honton is pissed, dude.
Oh, that thing's so dead.
He's
So
like, I'll
very,
see
very
you in
dead.
hell because I'm sending you there. So this spider's gonna roll a bunch of dice. Okay. Saves a bunch of them, but it's
Yeah,
probably
but
not
Pierce-
enough. Yeah.
Pierce and already wounded. He's
That was a
very dead.
great effort by that spider. You know, that spider pulled so
Oh,
much
that
weight,
was-
honestly.
did so
Right,
much.
yeah. Dude, you called it. Defensive protocols? That thing was sticky.
Yeah.
That thing was sticky. This game's heating up, y'all. It's heating up. Round 4, right? These shots. This is where it really matters. Firepower allocation, movement. It all tightens up here, round 4. Probes, just muscling up on the POI. Don't need to be too excited with them. This looks like Han's second activation potentially. Sure is.
This looks like he's
Just wants to clean up some B1s and be on the POI, yep. Both players agreeing that that movement is fair. Oh my god, the dice don't convert. Roll a save. Roll a save on B1s. It'd be hilarious. Do it, Matt. Oh, oi, he did.
Pierce.
Yeah, Pierce.
Pierce still takes 3, but that unit is still sitting there.
Yeah, it's still on it. That's huge, dude.
And now I think that pawn is out of range of Maul. That would have been a really tempting target to see if you could go peel off pawn. That would have been
That would have been huge.
6.
That would have been
yeah.
huge, right? Especially what it would do to the activation disparity.
But yeah, 6 wounds on all that possible but tough.
Yeah, I get why Matt is delaying Maul's activation, but I do think there was a window there to do some damage to key units that might be closing. Kalani doing some strategization on himself and the Geos, and then takes a shot here. Kalani slaps, dude. Kalani, I think, has lethal. So he could just roll a crit here and be like, yeah, that's a wound. And those X-34s hate it right now.
Yeah, that one of them is on 4.
Yeah,
the
that's
one that
on
still
4.
has to activate is on 4 wounds.
Yeah,
So
right. That's.
if he gets lucky and
I
takes
think,
it down.
honestly, I think that might be, like, if
You
Matt
gotta
can do
try
that,
for
that's
it.
the
You
key
gotta
play
try
here
for
to
it.
make. Yeah, for sure. Here we go, Kalani dice.
Oh.
Surge to crit. Oh my God, that's so good. Spend the aim for lethal. Yeah, dude.
Oh, it's just surge.
Oh, it's
to
just
hit.
surge to hit. Who surges? Oh, Kraken. Kraken crits. Yeah, we're
So no luck.
no dice. So the agent, his hands are tied. He's got to stand up there. It's not worth not scoring. So Cooper has basically got a dead act up there. That's fine. Aim standby.
Yeah.
He's fine with it. He's cool with it. Yeah. What else are you gonna do?
Yeah, I'd move him up a little bit.
You think so?
Yeah.
Dude,
There's not a lot. There's nothing that can threaten him.
that's fair. He's had such a boring job. They're like, all right, we're going on a mission. We're fighting the droids.
I'm surprised he survived turn 1.
That's what I mean. And they're like, your job is to stand here,
And
okay?
he scored what? 4. He's gonna score 4 points at the end of
Yeah,
the game.
yeah, that's what I mean. And like, yeah, you're MVP, dude. Here we go.
With only a small amount of help from Han.
Yep. B1's in melee,
And
rolling a crit and removing an Ewok. This is why I play this game now. That is just too funny. He goes bonk. That looks like a rally roll on the other squad of slingers that Sunny went and engaged. So I'd imagine these slingers are going to try to hit Sunfac. Cooper's looking a little
Looks like-
scared for Landonis's life, though, just measuring out that burst of
Well,
speed
it
threat
looks like
range.
he was trying to figure out, can the Ewoks get to a point where
Oh, what a conversion for Ewoks. All right, Sunfac. Good. Dude, Sunfac ain't having it, dude. He don't care. He's like, yo, I'm an invertebrate, bro. You have a backbone? Get out of here. Bugs only, dude.
So now comes up to so Cooper's got a choice with that final land speeder. Could probably push forward and clean off those geos and contest that back point. Or,
Speeder 1 lets you traverse height 1, correct?
Right.
Yeah, so, yeah, the X-34s are the threat there for sure.
yeah, the S-34s
Dude,
could
that...
contest that back point this turn
I
and
cannot believe
seize
Maul.
it next turn.
I cannot believe Maul has not gone and clipped that X-34. I think I would go kill that immediately, dude.
I think I'm thinking points-wise, objective-wise, Maul going to score that back point is still very valuable.
You think?
But yeah,
Yeah, bro. Maybe I just want to kill stuff too bad. So, man, objectives are for nerds, dude. Who does that?
Do you guys want another judge trivia question?
Sure.
Yeah,
Funky one?
yeah, hit me.
What's the interaction between reversing and spur? Namely, can a Luke Tauntaun use spur to reverse speed 2? What's the gut check here?
No, I think no. I think no. I think it's probably explicit that it's a speed 1 move, right?
It's not. Reverse says reduce your speed by 1 to a minimum of 1. And spur says when you make a move,
That's fair, dude.
increase before you decrease.
Yeah, you know, I think Luke Taun needed the help. So we see Lando's activation here, maybe? No, this is B1s. Okay,
Yeah.
all right. B1s are just trying to be inconvenient. Trying to be in the most annoying place possible. Just muscling up on that
B1's moving
southern
to-
POI. Yep.
moving to contest. And so now that land speeder has a decision to make. Where is it going?
Bruh. I hate that this thing's going to even activate. I'd be so scared of it. Oh my god, no! I assume we're seeing an aim. Yeah. Oh, wow. Couldn't get the conversion on the red dice. Can't imagine Cooper's happy with that. 3 on cover. I think the rest are crits. I don't think Geos are long for this world. No. Dude, no.
No.
Dude, no.
Oh, that's huge. That's huge.
God, no.
Oh,
No.
failing that.
That's crazy, dude. What?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
So.
What does that mean?
Well,
okay,
I mean,
okay,
if
okay,
they'd
okay,
been able to
okay.
kill that Geo,
Yeah,
then
right?
it
That's what I was
moved
going
up
to
and
say. Then you
contested.
can contest, right?
But
But
now
now the
it
other
doesn't.
one probably has to do that? Do you try to split fire? How greedy do you get with that? Do you, like, pull up with the second one? Oh, the orange one already activated. Sheesh.
Right.
Dude, oh, my
yeah.
God, what a
So
roll.
That's it for Cooper's activations that I see.
Oh, my
And
God,
so now
dude.
we have Maul, and so Maul, I
Maul
think,
has free range,
right, I
dude.
think Maul goes and secures that back point.
Let's see it. Let's see what Matt does. All right, we got a rally on the
Oh,
Geos.
got
That
the
is
Geos,
the
okay.
Geo. Okay.
The Geo still has life left.
That Geo is like
Does he hop back down?
I don't know
behind?
how he's alive.
So I think he's gonna move, shoot, and then free hop back down is my guess.
The
There's
crit,
the crit,
dude! Oh my God, this guy's a hero.
double crit. The double crit.
Oh my God! All right, things are happening. Oh my God, dude! What?
That was that Geo.
Yo,
That Geo.
is
Just,
that Sunfac? Yo, is that actually
No,
Sunfac?
no,
No,
I mean,
I know,
he
that's what I'm
needs
saying.
to be.
Dude, holy,
needs to be.
that Geo,
An excellent
that's
save to keep him alive.
play
and
of the
then
game,
crazy
guys. That
attack
is, that's some day 2 shit.
Yeah,
Damn,
that is
that's
crazy.
sick.
Oh, we still have Lando. Lando is choosing to.
Landonis, double moves. That probably makes sense.
I don't know. That's abandoning that back point. He just abandoned that back point and let
Yeah,
and
but
let
I
Matthew
think
take it.
Oh, you're right. You know what, dude? I don't know. I'm shook.
That was vengeance. That was just pure vengeance.
Does Lando have steady? Lando has steady these days?
I don't know.
Was that a move, shoot? Am I crazy?
Yeah,
He
he's
does.
got steady.
Okay, sick.
Yeah.
Good.
All right,
good.
so Maul chooses to
All
take
right,
a
here we
move.
go. This
That
is
gives him an aim.
such an important activation for Matthew.
Okay, so now that Lando pulled off that point, Maul doesn't have to go contest it because Matt has secured.
Dude, what a read.
that back
Yeah,
point.
good call, dude. What a read. You would have got me. Shit.
And so now is he gonna try to?
He's really got to try to get juice for the squeeze with this burst of speed, though.
I think
That's what I mean. He needed to commit. Oh, I hate that.
Can he make it?
I don't think he can now, dude.
Ah.
He needed to go hit that red X-34. I would have done that immediately. It's all right. Matt knows what he's doing here.
Looks like he can make it.
He might be able to do
yeah.
it. Oh, he's doing it. All right, so this is the other one. Dude, that Geo is like the absolute
That
MVP,
was the
dude.
hero.
I'm so hyped on that Geo right now.
That was a huge swing.
Have you ever just been a bug and been like, I'm going to win this fight. I'm going to win this battle for the team.
All right. So slashing into that land speeder.
Here we go. Maul dice with an aim.
He's
Okay,
got an
he
aim,
converts
he
on
does-
converts on white. He gets a reroll on red. I don't think Matt's unhappy with that. Here's the anger. Gets a crit. That's big. Second aim.
So gets.
5 dice, pierce 2. I think
it's
he's
dead.
cooked. I think it's cooked, dude.
Yeah, it's gone.
Shit.
That was
dude,
huge.
This is what we talked about since since turn 1, dude. Maul was gonna be the X factor.
So Maul is immobilized now, but he's in a
He's
spot.
speed 2. He's speed 2 to be able to get into
Well,
range
so
1 of the
he'll-
objective
he'll-
next turn.
He'll be speed 1 next turn. 'cause
Speed
he'll be
1. Oh yeah.
immobilized.
True that. But I think he'll still be able to make it there on speed 1. We see the
Interesting.
officer. Officer with a crafty play steps off center and goes and contests Matt's natural.
Nice.
I think that's a good play. Because Kalani's the only one there now, so that's going to be a wash.
All right. So.
And I think
they're
our
gonna
players are
tie that top one.
Yep, cleaning up, and we'll get a score update.
But okay, and so he does have Han and Lando on that center point, so he's still securing that center point.
Yeah.
So it's going. Let's see. Score-wise, let's see. 1, 2, 2. I think it's
1, 2. I think they're both going up 2. I will scout it.
So no, it looks like Matthew. Okay, so I have it. Matthew is actually going to get 3 points, and Cooper's going to get 2.
Okay. We're slowly chipping away at that deficit here.
And we are moving into the final
chipping
round,
away at that point deficit.
because that back point is worth 2 for Matthew, and then he also gets the flank. And
That's right.
then
That's right. The
Cooper
enemy
gets
enemy
middle,
one is worth 2. That's right. Okay.
And then Cooper gets the middle one, and that.
Dang, dude. Dang, dude. Oh my God.
So Matthew needs to find 2 extra points at some point during this thing. and
How do
I
you
don't
do
know.
that, bro? How do you do that?
So step 1 is gonna be you're gonna have to, I think, move your B1s into those slingers and finish off the slingers to free up Sunfact to go charge into the center.
So you're telling me that this is contingent on a B1 melee attack? This is so
quite
sick,
possible.
dude. This is so sick.
And then Maul is gonna have to. Ooh, what Maul does, that's gonna be tricky, because that immobilize is gonna be big.
Yeah, dude, that sucks. That's really gonna cut down on Maul's threat range, and with no saber
So,
throw, it's
okay.
base contact or
So
nothing.
Maul did play the 1 pip that means that nobody gets to use tokens while he's engaged with them.
So duel is up.
Yeah, and now he's checking.
I think he can touch Lando.
Yeah,
He can touch Lando.
if he can, then I think that's the play.
It has to be, right? You have to base something.
Okay, so that is good. Yeah.
All right, here's our Maul activation.
First, he wants to. He's checking.
Both of our players just getting a base check here.
Yeah, I was deciding between Han and Lando. It looks like.
Just agreeing on game state.
Seeing if a base can fit between there.
Yep.
But it looks like he's going for Lando.
All right, here we go. Handful of dice. Let's see what Maul can do. Uncanny luck in the picture.
Oh, that's a good
It's a
throw.
great roll.
Yeah.
That's a great roll. Tenacity's online here, so we're seeing that extra red dice. It's paying for itself. All right, Landonis with the uncanny luck.
Oh, nice,
Oh,
but
dude.
Pierce is gonna do.
Pierce is going to do a lot. Pierce is going to do 3.
I thought I saw more paint on that from Maul than just 4.
I think he dodged.
But he shouldn't have been able to with that 1 pit.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, it's on. Unfortunately, that's on Matt. Rip.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Duel
Ripperoni.
of Fates doesn't let them spend.
Ripperoni, dude. That's okay. You can't let yourself get shook. Dice being exchanged.
Right, there's the B1s.
B1's dead.
dying from Han.
Han's pissed. All right, Han.
All right, so they're looking at. So Han can't climb up that building, but they're talking about the stairs.
Okay, all right. This is why you talk about terrain. Both players making sure they're on the same page regarding what it is and isn't possible.
Yeah. If
Yep.
Cooper is able to secure that back point, then
That's a problem.
so Lando's still alive. So that's going to be like looking at 1, 2, 3, 2. Right now it's looking like 3 to 3.
Yeah, I don't. Sunfact does have disengage, I think. No, he-
Actually, that's a good point. It could be 4 to 3. Because
Yeah.
I do think Sunfact, if the B1s kill the Ewoks, then Sunfac can go finish off Lando.
Yeah. Yeah, with the Pearson melee. Sheesh, dude.
And
Alright.
even if he doesn't,
Matt's cooking with the B1s right now. Let's see what
Actually,
happens.
so,
He's doing it.
so the B1s don't actually have to kill the because Sunfac can just disengage.
Can just leave now, right? I think
Yes.
he has disengaged. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
So actually, he has to. He would have to
Go!
kill.
Go! This is B1 melee, people. This is B1 melee. Oh my god.
How many did they have left?
They have 3. They live, dude. This game is nuts.
It looked like they only had 2.
They have 3.
Where's the other one?
They have 3,
Okay.
dude. Okay, that was a roll. Sheesh. Sheesh. All right, we have Haunton's second activation. Looks like our players have agreed that the stairs are fair game. Oh my Lanta. Oh, Matt being very gracious with the terrain here and allowing Haunton to climb up and contest that back point. That is big. That is very, very big for Cooper. Three Pierce 1 coming into Kalani. Kalaners should be fine.
All right.
Okay, that's big. I don't... Oh, you know what? Cooper's scoring that now. The agent
Right,
is still
right.
there.
So that's what. So Cooper is going to score 2 for that point and 1 for the side point.
The side point.
And I think Matthew's going to score 2 for the opposing point, 1 for the side point, and also he's going to score center.
Dude,
So I
dude,
think it's
this is a
3 to-
this is a sick game.
I think it's 4-3. I think they're going to score 4-3, and that'll leave Cooper at
It'll
Cooper the
lead.
winner at 13
It'll
to
be
12.
a lead. Yep, this will be a sick game. Let's see
So
what
it's-
happens.
Because so what Sunfac has to do, right, is finish off that last Ewok and then free move and move into the center.
Yeah, exactly. Attack, move. Yeah. Sheesh, dude.
So I think they've talked about it and understand where the game is going, but they're finishing up.
Yep, just for the sake of the integrity of the tournament, both players are willing to play out the last of turn 5 here. But yeah, they're definitely crunching the same numbers we are right now.
Kalani punching on Han, just because, hey, why not?
Because why not? Any blocks?
Lando just spending a dodge and standby.
Dodge
even
standby.
though he's not allowed to spend them. But
Yeah. Ooh, that's interesting.
all right, they
All right, here's the lone slinger.
Lone Slinger dodges. Sunfat goes for the stab. Actually, he's double measuring. If he can make it,
Into
Aim.
melee with Lando, that's big.
well, I don't think he needs to make. I don't think there's any reason for him to make it into melee with Lando.
You could kill Lando. Yeah.
No, there's no reason to kill. Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
I guess you...
So-
No, let's see. There's only one slinger.
if he can make it
have
in one,
to,
then he
yeah.
just gets the free aim.
Slinger's
okay,
dead,
okay,
yeah,
okay.
okay.
Slinger's
There we go.
Slinger's
Okay.
Pierce dead, and now he moves.
Looks like he contests in one. Another action from there. Dodge. The Rebel agent.
Just kind of hangs out.
Yep, doesn't
And
really
we
need
got
to
the
do too
Rebel-
much.
Rebel Commander.
That's a roll. This is on Sunfac, has cover 1 natively, so looking for some, gets the blocks.
Yeah, so survives the shot.
Yep, gets the blocks. He looks good.
Yeah.
But I think your math was right, Xander. Yep, I think both of our players crunched the exact same numbers we did and have reached the same conclusion. Congrats to Cooper, taking his game 1 on day 2. Matt gave him a hell of a run there.
Yeah,
Some
a lot of-
crazy turns of the
lot of
dice
ups and
there.
downs.
Yeah, some crazy turns of the dice in this match. Maul ended up being the X factor for sure. Just didn't have enough juice there in the end, right? Cooper's saturation early paid great dividends, right? I didn't believe. I wasn't a believer. I was like, oh, he's going to walk out there and die. Homie was like, nah, watch this. So that was sick. Great play. Great anticipation with the secondary of where you know you want to project your force and end up. Kept everybody moving forward. That's bread and butter, baby. That's bread and butter. So we'll get our final score update, but Cooper went ahead and did take this match.
Yeah, so we'll double check that, but unfortunately, the little scoreboard thing only goes to 12. So pretty sure it's 13 to 12 will be at least what I'm counting as the final score.
That seems right.
Right. Well,
Great match from both players. We do have a lunch break scheduled here, so there's going to be anywhere between 45 minutes and an hour between our next match.
I'm looking at. I'm assuming we'll be back around 1.
Probably about 1. Yeah, that
Mountain
seems
time.
right. That seems right. Yeah, so
All right. Well,
hour and 20. Thanks for tuning in, y'all.
Yeah,
We're
thank you.
going to take a break, but we will be back for games 2 and 3 today.
okay. Thanks for joining us. Well, thanks for Gus for hopping on.
Oh, my pleasure. My pleasure. I'm here all day.
Yeah. All right. Well, we will see you probably around 1. All right. Thank you.